We go.
We're live.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not seeing any audio moving on the screen.
Well, that's because it's down here.
Oh, there it is. Okay, cool.
That's why. We're good.
Yeah, we're good. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the last Raj and Rich show from the state of Texas. Not ever.
Damn it.
From the state of Texas. The last one. That's right, because we will be heading to Mississippi either this weekend or next week.
Either Saturday or Monday.
Yeah, Saturday or Monday. We're not sure yet. We're still waiting to find out what's going on. So anyway, so welcome to the last show for the Raj and Rich show out of the Lone Star State. I, of course, am Rich.
I'm Raj.
And there we go, and we did that wrong.
We're just all
okay, let's try that again.
I'm Raj.
And I'm Rich.
He wishes.
There we go. That's how we do it. Okay. All right. So, and I am playing the part of the huge dinosaur. Rar. Rar.
It's Esteban.
Yes, the dinosaur's name is Esteban. Rar.
That's because his gay counterpart Stefan had sex with a lizard, and that's how we get Esteban.
It was some weird bestiality, okay? This was almost live-action hentai. It really was. Okay, so anyway, I'm taking this off because, damn, that's hot. And not in a good sense. Okay, so anyway, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Raj and Rich Show. And we've got all kinds of things to talk about. Wow, what
a week?
An interesting 24 hours it has been for South Texas.
Jesus
or
fucking
Central
Christ.
Texas. So, yeah. Yeah, no, Rowan, by the way, yes, we're moving to Mississippi. Both of us are.
Yes.
We're going to be down there in South Mississippi in Gulfport where the hurricanes love to come on land.
But we're going to be like 5 minutes away from the beach, so it's all good.
Yeah, like literally the beach is right there. Last I heard, it is still oil stained from the, event, what was it?
2002?
What was it? The
Exxon?
The Horizon disaster or whatever. I can't remember the name of it. I heard the beach is still kind of oily.
I don't give a fuck.
Oily like my shiny ass head.
No.
So anyway, but no, we'll still go swimming in it. I don't care. You know, if I suddenly develop like 5 arms, I'm cool with it.
Fuck it.
But anyway, so yeah, so those of you that are on Facebook Live, remember when we do the Raj and Rich Show, we only do the Raj and Rich Show on Facebook Live and YouTube for so long, and we shut the Facebook feed down. So make sure you go to the YouTube channel. If you don't know the link, just type in Raj and Rich in the YouTube search.
Or you can check on his page. It was posted like fucking 15 minutes ago.
Yeah, okay. And not to mention the fact, I saw Bianca is in on my live feed, which Bianca yesterday... Beautiful, love you to death, darling. You posted the link up for everybody in the live feed as well. So there you go. So yeah, so we're not sure if we're moving Saturday or if we're moving Monday. We're not 100% certain yet, but we will end up. Hey, Super Dave.
You left your registration.
You left your vehicle registration in the studio, just to give you a heads up. But anyway, so yeah, so we're moving to Mississippi. So this is the last Raj and Rich show from Texas.
Yep.
So there you go. So that's so you guys are all aware. However, we're still planning on, if we're not leaving until Monday, we're going to be doing if you want to come the fuck over and party at the studio, feel free. Okay? Feel free to come over. We're going to do a live feed. We're going to go live. And this looks bad that we're doing this. You know that?
That was Grendel.
Well, Grendel, sorry that you're using limited internet. You must have Sprint, too. You know, they're within 1% of Verizon, and Verizon sucks, so that tells you they're even worse. But anyway, so we're going to have a live feed.
Saturday, if we aren't leaving Saturday.
Yeah, so we're going to do YouTube Live, and we're going to kind of do like not really a show, but just bring random people in and talk about shit and what they like and everything else. So,
and I will station manage.
No, you're going to be on the show.
Damn it!
You've been an integral part of this whole operation.
But somebody needs to run the shit while everything else is going on.
Yeah, well, guess what? You know, we'll figure it out. Okay? Because look, we can operate it right there. Oh. So, folks, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into the news story. We're not really we don't have anything to really discuss in Amp Guard, because we usually start off with Amp Guard shit, except for the fact that Qualls is on for Slaughter Creek for CK now that the bomber blew himself the fuck up. Which
I will say this, though. I will say this. Even though that the bomber has blown himself the fuck up, because he can't get blown any other way, there might
that's
be a
not entirely true. If you put the bomb on the roof of the car, you've been blown down.
There might be a copycat. There might be a copycat. You never know.
Well, I mean, he did put out YouTube videos on how to do it. So, I mean, I don't know if they got published, but the Sheriff's Department said that he did make 20-minute videos on how to make the bombs he made. My question, okay, everybody's saying wasn't confirmed.
Well, if it wasn't confirmed, then why the fuck did he blow himself the fuck up when SWAT was right outside of his fucking vehicle?
It's not that. It's not that. Okay, check this out. Check this out. Okay,
FedEx.
How many people right now are riding around? Okay, if we're gonna play that role and Kill Mill, if we're gonna play that role, that he's a suspect, because I mean that you're right. He's a suspect and not confirmed. So if we play that road, okay, then if he's not the bomber, it makes me scared to death to even now more than ever to go into Austin, because now how many people are riding around with a carload of explosives ready to blow themselves up because they drove into a ditch,
right,
being chased by the cops?
Exactly.
So that makes Austin even more frightening. That there's random people driving around town with carloads of fucking explosives, and the moment the cops come in, they're gonna blow themselves up. You know. But I'm pretty sure that's the guy. I go out on a limb here and say that's the guy.
I'm pretty fucking sure it's the fucking guy.
I'm pretty sure we can go out on a limb and say this is the guy. I get it.
I mean,
I get it. The investigation says, hey, well, he's still the suspect. We haven't confirmed or denied the fact that that's their guy.
I mean, honestly, you know what? If I was the Austin Unabomber from Afghanistan.
Yeah, Afghanistan.
Afghanistan.
Because that's what this place is.
And if I was the person who was making these bombs, because I've been living up here this whole fucking time, so fuck off. You can't blame me for this shit now.
Well, we are on YouTube, and YouTube's getting funny with content control, which we'll talk about later on the show.
Anyways, so if it was me, and if I had fucking SWAT outside my fucking vehicle, I'd be like, you know what, fuck, this ain't gonna catch me alive. BAM!
You just, like, totally pegged out the arms on the audio, just so you know.
My bad.
Okay. So, and like I said, Kill Mill, you're absolutely right. It is a bomber. It's the bombing suspect. Wasn't confirmed yet, because of course they're not going to come out. They're not going to come out and state that, hey, look, we confirmed the guy right away. But what would concern me is if this isn't the guy, how many people are driving around Austin with a carload of explosives ready to blow themselves up the moment the cops pull them over?
This
Is this like a new move for what, Antifa?
Oh, God. Them again?
They're just going to load the car up with explosives anytime the cops pull over, because they make every cop an enemy. You know, like, oh, look, a cop's pulling me over. Boom.
Okay, Kayla, I will quit texting you while I'm on the show.
Yes, Michael, it is Afghanistan. Hey, Blake, what's going on? Come over Saturday, Blake. We're going to be, if we're still here, we're going to do a live feed party with anybody's ever been involved in the show. And
who wants to be involved with the show for at least like a good 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. We'll get everybody on. We'll have a good time. It'll be a plan. But that's if we're still here Saturday. If we roll out like the Baltimore Colts, then or when the Colts were in Baltimore back in the day, then we're not having a show.
Yeah.
You don't get the reference, do you?
I totally zoned out.
Back in the day when at the end of the NFL season, the Colts were horrible. And they sold the team to Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Well, the Colts, instead of having a, hey, goodbye, everybody, and we'll see you later, and thanks for all the memories, the Colts packed up their shit at like 2 o'clock in the morning and fucking rolled out of Baltimore. Okay? Only like 2 news outlets caught it because they happened to be there.
I got no problem doing that.
No, I do. I don't want to do that to people if we can help it. I would like to be here to say goodbye. I was trying to think of how to answer the question, but nothing came to mind except pyrotechnic crewmen for the shows. Okay. Yeah, okay. I get that pyrotechnic crewmen would be driving around in town with a vehicle full of explosives.
But they'll have commercial grade explosives.
Yeah.
That are sealed and packed and set in a certain way, because that's the way it has to be, especially during transportation.
And they can't transport it with the devices that actually initiate
Exactly.
the pyrotechnics. It has to be
Exactly.
in a totally separate vehicle.
Absolutely.
So they can't just blow themselves up at will.
And they can't be live.
Well, I hope the guy driving the car is live.
I mean the explosives.
Okay. We got to make sure we clarify that because somebody's like dead people are fucking driving around.
Fuck.
Okay, so there you go.
All in all, quit doing stupid shit.
Okay, so anyway, for those of you who didn't know, the suspected Austin bomber, at 3 o'clock in the morning, Austin time, which is Central time.
Central.
Anyway, the SWAT went to the hotel where he was at, saw him get in his car and leave, followed him, and I guess while he was trying to run away from the cops, ran his car into a ditch, which makes me wonder where the hell the hotel was, because there's not a lot of ditches down there when you're downtown area, so I don't think this was downtown.
No. Where they got him was close to the very first bombing, which was between North Austin and Round Rock.
Oh, there's ditches out there. Yeah, there's ditches out there.
That's where they found
downtown.
The guy.
Not so much.
He was sitting outside of a hotel, and SWAT was already formed up, ready to go. They were just waiting for the support vehicles to come in.
Oh, okay.
The up armored vehicles, so that way they could protect them in case there was any explosives.
Which there was.
So what ended up happening is before the vehicles could actually arrive, dude took off, so they followed him. Dude tried to outrun them, drove into a ditch. SWAT officers began to go ahead and swarm the vehicle. At that point, two officers
pushed the button.
Two officers right up on it. He went ahead, hit the fucking detonator, blew one SWAT officer on his ass, and the other one fired one round into the vehicle, which I'm pretty sure was a reflexive fire.
It probably was because they had their weapons drawn. I know that they were sitting on him like this. You know, they were telling him to get out of the vehicle.
So probably already going up into the vehicle.
He probably had a button somewhere on the dash assembly, somewhere or right in the seat area. Reached right down, pushed the button, boom. One guy got knocked backwards. The other guy had his finger in the trigger assembly. When he got knocked back from the percussion, which is what he's explaining, what he said, it pulled the trigger. Now I kind of made the joke earlier. So basically, it was like this. It went boom. He goes, BAM! Fuck it! I was caught in a moment.
Premature.
You know, premature.
A little premature.
Yeah, premature bullet evacuation from the chamber. So the guy blown up into pieces, and you know, and then and a bullet, you know, shot him with a bullet after he'd blown up. I mean, talk about, you know, like kicking a guy when he's down. The guy
that's one hell of a way to fucking go.
Blew himself up. If there was any chance that he survived, the explosion was kind of like Dylan the Hole with like half his face gone, kind of like Two-Face, you know, from Batman Dark Knight. You know, and then sorry, you're dead. Here's my take on this issue. Okay, this guy's a fucking terrorist. Period. He doesn't have to follow religion. Okay. Terrorists don't have to follow a religion.
No.
They don't have to follow a belief system. Okay? They cause terror. They cause terror to a society. Oh my god.
Fucking bacon.
God, I want to see
slow
the
clap for you, buddy.
Yep,
slow clap for you.
So anyway, he's a terrorist. Well, the media is painting this guy as a misguided youth.
Damaged youth, damaged goods.
He was unemployed.
Homeschooled.
They have come up with every excuse in the book. Now, hold
Loving
on.
parents.
Now, let's rewind this back to Florida.
Jesus.
Okay? The cruise goes through and shoots all these people in Florida. Okay? It's the fucking gun. It's the fucking gun. The gun did it. Oh my god, the gun. This guy blows up a bunch of shit, kills 2 fucking people in the process, which means he wasn't actually as good as I gave him credit for. Yeah. I will give him credit, though. Making a pressure switch bomb is very complicated. According to what he said, he learned how to do all. They figured out he learned how to do all this on YouTube. I don't give a fuck who you are. Somebody taught that man how to make a bomb. Because you ain't watching a YouTube video on how to make a pressure switch bomb and being successful.
Yeah.
I've seen the videos. I made jokes about the videos.
It takes very steady hands. And it takes a lot, and I mean a lot of fucking skill and patience.
Dude, and transportation of those things alone is 3/4 of the danger. Making it is one thing, but then transporting the damn thing. You know, even if you've got a pull primer where once you sit it down and it goes click, you pull the primer on, you pull the safety pin on it, which now the moment that trigger releases, it sets the detonation off.
Yep.
But you know, so somebody taught that man how to make those bombs. He didn't learn that shit on YouTube. Okay, have you ever tried to make a cake based off of YouTube videos? I mean, it doesn't come out like it's supposed to.
No,
it's horrible.
Nailed it.
Okay, so terrorists coming in all races. You're right, Grendel. You are absolutely right.
I'm a terrorist.
Yeah. So the thing is, but the deal is, oh no, we're gonna get to that. That's definitely on our list.
Yeah, it's like a few stories away.
Yeah, Bacon.
We're getting to that, Bacon.
So we will talk about the shooting in Maryland. But the thing is we go back to Florida.
Kayla is right. He learned it from the Anarchist Cookbook.
Okay, but the thing...
we were just talking about that shit, too, like last week.
But the thing is, okay, he's a terrorist. He's not some weird, misguided youth. First of all, he's fucking 23. He's an adult. Whether he's mind developed to being an adult, he is still an adult. Okay? So he's not a misguided youth. When are we going to... I mean, what are we... Are we drawing youth as the standard from Obamacare that our parents can carry us on their insurance till we're 26? Is that after 26 you become an adult now? Is that the mindset?
I guess.
But yeah, we're not going to blame... We're going to blame everything in the world except for this guy. They're already sitting there going, oh, it's this or it's that. First of all, the links that everybody keeps making about this guy where he was targeting minorities. Okay, they've proven that that's factually inaccurate. Okay? He did not just target minorities. He just set bombs. I don't think he cared about who got hurt. Because the tripwire took out 2 guys with bicycles that were white. Didn't kill them, but it could have.
That would have made me fucking shit my pants.
Okay,
I've been through situations like that multiple times. Fuck.
Yes, you're right. You are over 30, you're not an adult. I'm over 40 and I'm not an adult.
I'm 27.
But the thing is, okay, he didn't just target minorities, and they're still trying to pull that stunt. So if any of your friends on your Facebook page, if you get in your news feed and they say, well, he was targeting minorities, but we don't want to call him a terrorist. Like, bullshit. First of all, I'm calling him a terrorist right here. You can link them to our video so they can watch it. Number 2, he wasn't targeting minorities. He was targeting anybody. He had some kind of statement, and they said that he did make a video, but they're not releasing what the video is. Okay.
FedEx will be rolling out the new EOD box handling uniforms next week.
No, they won't.
No,
they won't.
Cost too much.
Trust me, FedEx is going to keep the same standard they have even when I worked there.
And plus, here's
no such thing as scanning or searching any of the boxes. The only thing they do scan or search is the shit that goes on the plane for the overnight next day shit.
And here's the thing, Bacon. Even if they were to have EOD uniforms, like the whole bomb suit, that's not meant to go ahead and protect them from concussion blasts or anything like that.
It's so the body stays in one piece, so when they tell your family that they died, they have a body.
There's a body.
Okay, so...
It's not just a pink fucking mist.
Who whole new term for FedEx, Federal Express to Federal Explosion.
Damn.
Yeah, good one, Kill Mill. I like that one. I like that one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. I think FedEx's logo now, instead of FedEx and then some words, or like in home delivery, there's a dog. It's just a nuclear mushroom cloud. FedEx. So anyway, no, he's a terrorist. He wasn't going after minorities. So all that's bullshit. They're trying to make you guys all believe that this is what it was, and that's not what it was. The guy was after anybody and everybody to make a point. We don't know what the point is because they're not releasing it.
Because he's fucking insane.
Okay, so...
Quit doing stupid shit.
It was a 23-year-old man that decided to use bombs as a form of terrorism. Okay? Well, the enemies in our combat zones use bombs to do that all the time. So, it's not an original idea.
I'm sorry if you felt like your mom did not hug you enough when you were younger.
I don't care if your mom didn't hug you enough, if your uncle did things to you. I don't give a shit. Because you know what? You don't go around blowing up fucking people. You just don't. Okay? There's no fucking excuse on this earth to sit there and try to justify a man putting explosives in a box and blowing people up. There is no legitimate excuse. However, I'm wondering how long it is before the government decides they want to start pushing for comprehensive box reform. Okay? Like, now you're going to have be 18 Or no, you're gonna have to be 21 in order to buy a box, and you're gonna have to go through a 7-day waiting period to get a box.
And each box is going to have its own serial number.
Yep,
that
and
has,
it's gonna
like, a
have to
tracker
be
and shit
registered.
like that.
And if I send it to a friend, it has to go to a licensed box receiver where they pay $35, get a background check to be able to receive the box.
And you also need to pay another $25 license transfer fee. And
Yeah,
all that
exactly.
shit.
And you know what? And if you want multiple boxes, you have to register that with the ATF. And if you want a box that quicks open and closes, so it's like kind of like a full semi-automatic box, you know, kind of like what that general said with that AR-15, full semi-automatic. You got to get a permit for that. If you got a box that flaps in the wind, so it's considered an automatic box, then you're going to have to get a special license for that. That'll take 7 months to get.
Javi, I volunteer to go first.
Okay, so there you go. So so when are we going to have comprehensive box reform? Because guess what? Making fucking bombs is illegal. It's a federal offense. It has been illegal for God knows since people have been making bombs. Okay?
You basic.
Okay, so it's already been illegal.
I miss you too, Bacon.
Okay, so it's already been illegal. So there is no law that anybody could have passed to stop this guy from doing it. None whatsoever.
So Midnight's on here.
Wait, what?
No, it says I missed you, Midnight. Where?
Midnight Gamer, right above Bacon.
Oh, hey, Midnight. Just William Squire sends his regards. So anyway, by the way, hey, with Midnight now in here, guess what? Our chat room has just become fabulous.
Yes,
okay,
it has.
our chat room has become fabulous. But yeah, so yeah, and the problem is, if you get like, hold on, folks, hold on, I'm gonna do something, and YouTube may take our channel down.
And yes, Grendel, you are here. You are alive now. Here.
This is a high capacity box. High capacity. Okay, this is a high capacity box. Okay, guess what? It just became a high capacity assault box. This could be illegal.
Actually, kind of hurt. Yeah, a headache. I don't feel too good.
And of course, people are going to sit there and turn around and now they're like, how could you guys make fun of the gun debates and everything else? You know, and guess what? I was able to walk into a store with $1.92 and buy a high capacity assault box. I'm still trying to find a $130 AR-15. I've yet to track that down. Okay, so I mean, I'm just wondering because I've not heard them blame bombs for this.
Yeah.
But I haven't heard them blame the guy that did it either.
They have it.
They do. They have it.
We saw it on Wish.
Yep, on Wish.com they already have a roll of tape that says this is not a bomb to put on your box. Yes. So Wish was on it. The people in China were on this immediately. Not to mention the fact when we put all these in the back of the truck to move to Mississippi, I want to write not explosive. Unless it's the chemicals from under the sink, then it could be. Because that's how some people make their bombs, is the shit that's under the sink.
I mean, that's what I've done, but...
But anyway, so there you go. So YouTube may take this channel down now because we had a high-capacity box. A high-capacity assault box on the show. Yeah, there you go. Non-combustible radioactive waste. As soon as they open the back of the truck to do a search on it, they're like, oh no, we need to back the fuck up. Was it tactical? Yes, it was tactical. It had tactical grips in the corner. When I held it, it was very tactical. I did it with a stance, too. So I obviously received training.
He had the isosceles stance down.
Yes, I did. And, so I've got another smaller one that goes full semi-automatic box.
That's his TAC P one.
Yeah, that's my, yeah. So there you go. So that's what that is. Yeah. So,
right.
But like I said, though, once again, no, thank you. I do not eat while I'm on the show.
Yeah.
So it's like I said,
we'll be offline for another 4 years before we come back on.
No, this is not true. But yeah. So anyway, the guy's a fucking terrorist. He's dead. Rest in peace, his asshole. And that's it. He's a terrorist. I don't give a fuck what color he was. He was white. Everybody's like, well, he's white. They're not going to call him a terrorist. Bullshit. He's a fucking terrorist. Okay?
Fuck dick. You're basic.
Okay? Whitman, who climbed on top of the University of Texas clock tower and shot a bunch of people. Long-range distance serial killer. However, was a fucking terrorist.
So I'll tell you about your box packaging. That was from Harlow.
Yes, I do have my package in a box. Just saying, because
my package fell off.
There's like well, you know that what's her names? They did that song about something in a box, and my package was in the box. I inspired that song. So anyway, so let's move on from that. So we're done with that. The Austin Bomber's gone, and we don't have to worry about it anymore. Qualls is going on as everybody planned. And you know what? That motherfucker is dead. He's fucking gone. They blew him into a fucking million fucking pieces right there.
No. He blew himself up to a million.
He blew his fucking self up because you know he's a fucking pussy. He didn't want to get bent over and fucking prison.
Fucking yellow belly motherfucker.
Yeah, because fucking Tony's sitting there in prison. He's ready to bend the guy the fuck over, and now he's gone. So fuck him,
mother bitch.
Okay, so let's move on with more disastrous news.
Oh my god!
Trust me, folks. Our storyline. There's some dark shit in
really dark shit on this shit.
Yeah.
Then again, it's been a while since I've been on air, so of course we.
And I will like to say that our new contributor to the show, that would be Sherry, helped us out in finding some of these stories. So yes. I want to make sure I give a shout out to Sherry that she found some of these stories for us. All right, so
we all know that a lot of us like to play some fucking video games.
Oh, God, I will play some fucking video games.
I mean, hell, for the past few days, he's been waking up at like fucking 6 a.m., coming out here and playing fucking Gran Turismo.
5:30.
4:30, 5 o'clock.
I did 4.
Yeah.
I'm not working right now until we move, and I'm still waking up when I normally go to work.
Yeah. So, he'll be out here fucking playing Gran Turismo and shit like that, and I'll come out, and then he'll take off, and I'll hop on and play Diablo and shit like that.
Yeah, we love games. Cool. We love games.
We love gaming. Now, here's the thing. When it gets to the point where you get so pissed off that you shoot the other person because they're not giving you a fucking turn, something is fucking wrong.
Well, yeah, brother decides, and this has happened in Florida.
No, Mississippi.
Oh, Mississippi.
Mississippi. Where we're fucking moving to.
Where we're going.
God damn.
They take gaming very fucking seriously there.
I take gaming seriously, too.
Okay, so anyway, brother shoots sister in the head because they wanted a turn with the video game. It was a controller.
It was a controller.
Yeah, what basically all of us have it. All of us have it. If you have a video game system at home, you have that one controller that when you got a buddy that comes over that nobody likes playing with him because he's an asshat. He's one of those dudes like when you're playing Diablo or something that always wants to go into every fucking nook and cranny.
Rachel.
Even though James. Xavier.
Oh, no, no, that's me too.
Yeah, no.
That's me too.
Even though you know for a fact you played that level 3,000 times, there is nothing fucking there. They still have to go there. So you've got that shitty-ass controller that doesn't work worth a damn. And you give them that controller, so then eventually gets pissed off and he turns around and says, fuck it, I'm out. Well, this happened. Well, the sister was playing with a good controller, gave the brother the bad controller. Brother gets gun, blows his fucking sister's brains out and goes, try camping this, bitch.
But he was 9. He was 9.
And she was like, what, 13? 14.
Yeah, 9 years old, goes and gets dad's gun and blows her fucking brains out.
I'm sorry, but you know what? Your child needs a beating. If he had gotten an ass whooping before, when he acted up, he wouldn't have fucking killed his fucking sister. Well, you know what? Fuck this shit. All right.
Happy Bird is that like Angry
You know what? You know what?
Yes.
Here's a lesson to all you fucking wannabe parents out there. Beat your kids, save a life.
Okay, I'm not going to advocate for just straight up beating your kid, but my God, people, will you fucking punish your children for, for Christ's sakes? Will you stop coming up with excuses?
It is not too late to abort.
Because this is the kind of shit that happens when you let your kids run rampant and throw temper tantrums without any kind of repercussions whatsoever. They grab your fucking firearm, and if you got a kid that does this kind of shit, you should have had your gun under lock and key where nobody could get to it. My kids don't do this shit. That's why my guns are out in the open.
I'm surprised.
Well, they're not really out in the open. They are kind of hidden, but they're there.
So this whole thing, once it actually blows up, because right now, it's been pretty under wraps on the actual fucking.
Well, because you got the Austin bomber, they're still fucking salivating over the whole Florida thing. And the Russian collusion shit.
So I'm surprised. Speaking of Russian collusion, we'll get back to.
We'll get to that. That's in there too.
So apparently, this is going to go one of two ways. Either they're going to blame gun violence, or gun control.
What is the legality of the 27th trimester abortion?
So they're either going to blame gun control or they're going to blame game violence.
I'm not gonna blame either one. I'm gonna blame the parents because obviously you had a kid in your house that is not on the up and up and is not a responsible child.
Beach kids,
Okay.
save a life.
All right, and so he had a handgun out where he was readily available to get to it, and you knew that your kid obviously if he does not get his way throws fucking temper tantrums. Okay, I don't know what video game they were playing because it didn't say it. It didn't say what game it was.
Minecraft.
Was it? Did you find it?
It was Minecraft.
Okay, well, I'd probably shoot fucking people playing Minecraft. I hate that fucking game. That game is so worthless. It's stupid.
Miranda.
And then the fucking music that it plays while you're doing it, it just makes you want to go up and go on a shooting rampage in real life. But anyhow, I know there's people that watch the show that love Minecraft. You know what? Good for you. You know what I play that I relate to Minecraft is because you build these whole societies. Fucking Fallout 4 with mods. I will spend
and Roller Coaster Tycoon.
I will spend 3/4 of my gaming time playing Fallout 4 just rebuilding the Commonwealth.
And Roller Coaster Tycoon.
And Roller Coaster Tycoon. I'll spend all day on that bitch.
He has. I've seen it.
I will spend
awesome.
12, 13 hours on that shit.
Awesome.
What
The fucking rides he
is
comes
that
up
the
with
ver-
on that
we'll
fucking
get
game,
to that.
fucking grade A. I'd fucking ride that shit, even though it'd fucking kill
Yeah, no,
anybody.
dude, you'll just vomit all over the place on my roller coaster. Don't ever let me get an engineering degree and build roller coasters. Nobody's surviving. They're like, what, Rich? Why do you name every single roller coaster the last ride? Because bitch, it is.
Fucking last ride, motherfucker.
You ain't riding anything else after that except a hearse. But yeah, so try the VR version. You know what? Not plan on it.
He plans on actually getting a VR.
I'm
headset
gonna
for
get a
that
VR
shit.
headset so I can play Skyrim and Fallout 4 in VR and GT.
Yeah.
Sport in VR. Everybody's told me that's done it that it's fucking phenomenal. By the way, those of you over on the Facebook live feed, don't forget, please go to YouTube, type in Raj and Rich Show, and click on that to watch us there, because after this next story we're going to do, we're shutting the Facebook live feed off.
I agree with Kayla. Especially for porn.
I'm interested to see what VR. I tried VR porn. Like you can go to the free sites and you put it in the headset deal, because I have one, and it wasn't that entertaining because it's like, all you're watching, it doesn't move with your head.
I came up with a new fucking quote. First it was quit doing stupid shit.
Now it's beat your kids, save a life. We're gonna get coffee mugs and T-shirts done so we can sell this shit on the show and actually make some kind of money. Japan kind of killed the VR porn experience somewhat. Not really, because I really want to try. I want to watch live action tentacle porn VR.
Oh God.
You know, it's just like you're sitting there like this. No, get that fucking thing away from me. Get that. But yeah. So anyway, so the thing is, I blame this one. In all honesty, I blame the parents for having loaded firearms in the house.
It was just
That
in the night school.
you know that were unsecured. And you got a 9-year-old that obviously shows a lot of signs of not having control of himself, because you evidently not enforced the rules at the house. So the kid goes, grabs a gun, and shoots his sister for real. Okay.
Beat your kids, save a life.
Okay, so there you go. And that's what I blame in this situation. It's not the gun's fault. The gun was just sitting in the fucking nightstand. Gun wouldn't bother nobody. He was reading a fucking book. It's like, talking about muzzle velocity.
Muzzle philosophy.
Yes, it is muzzle velocity, and it's
philosophy.
Philosophy.
Muzzle philosophy.
Yes, there you go.
I like that.
I made that word up just now. Okay, but still, I mean, and then the gun's just sitting there reading, and all of a sudden it's like, what the fuck? And it comes out and double tap, back of the head.
Flashlight?
I have one of those, by the way. I do.
What is a
I used to work in an adult store in Tahoe, okay? And
You know what? Hey, it's not as bad as me getting whacked in the fucking back and then poked in the fucking eye with Rachel's fucking dildo by Miranda.
with a suction cup on
Whoa.
it. It has a suction cup on it.
It has a
don't forget.
fucking suction cup on it.
Okay, so there you go. So, okay, it got too sexy for me. Gotta go. No, it doesn't. All right. So anyway, so let's move on to another story, because this is going downhill, fast. The gun can be sitting out and he doesn't touch it. Beat your kid, save a life. Hashtag.
Thank
All
you,
right,
Kayla.
there we go. All right. So anyway, and folks, just remember though, there's always, no matter what Sarah Palin has to say, not all bridges are to nowhere. However, some bridges can kill. Speaking of which,
fucking bridges.
Okay, I'm watching this video over here. If you get a chance, all right, they're showing a video. Is this a video of the actual collapse itself?
Yeah, upside down.
Okay, so it looks like you've got a bridge that is being lifted. Oh shit!
Fucking hell!
And there was construction dudes on the bridge while the cranes were lifting this thing. Well, aren't they a bunch of idiots? All right, kill that shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I will never get a fist up my ass, Ben, because I don't have a fist.
No, I carry that fist at Springmore, thank you. It's on my belt. But ban assault bridges. Yes. What in the hell?
I'm turning it off.
Okay, we had a conversation once about you texting while on the show.
I'm not texting, I'm getting holy shit. Okay.
So anyway, a bridge in Florida, they were making this, it was a walk bridge. And you guys have ever seen when you're driving down the road and you get into a heavily populated, metropolitan area or university. Like you go to UT in downtown Austin, you see them everywhere. They have these walkway bridges. And that way you don't have to walk across the highway. You just go up on the bridge and walk over. Well, in Florida, they were putting one of these up. And, well, it did not go as planned while the freeway was... Now, see, here's the funny thing, because in Texas, if they're doing these things, if they're lifting a fucking bridge, they will shut the highway down. Period.
Yes.
Will you shut up? All right, so they will
lay down.
They will shut the highway down completely. They'll do it in the middle of the night, like they did when they did Old Torf, when they did the Old Torf overpass.
Also, when they did the Slaughter Creek overpass.
The Slaughter Creek overpass and stuff like that. They shut the highway down and divert traffic. They didn't in this video.
Nope.
The traffic is just rolling while they've got this damn thing up. Well, the bridge broke. It didn't even slip. It didn't slip off the hooks. The bitch just broke. Which tells me whoever built the fucking bridge should not be building bridges.
Well, here's the thing. The bridge wasn't even complete yet, and there was already people walking on it.
No, there was construction guys on it making sure that the crane straps and everything were...
Normal people.
There were civilians on there, too.
Who the fuck is walking on a bridge while they're installing it?
Students.
Yeah.
They were like this. This was the students. Here's their phone, right? And they're like this. They're just walking across the bridge. Fuck it. It's like fucking playing Mario Brothers in real
Florida.
life. It's like playing Mario Brothers in real life. The bridge falls. Your ass better... You better get a big-ass fucking mushroom or a star to get across that bitch. Otherwise, you're dying.
A Lego.
It was only installed 3 days prior. They were still doing construction. Fucking people walked on it and said, fuck you.
Oh, one of those. It's ridiculous. I mean, why? It just tells me, that...
You're basic.
That was some dumb shit. First of all, I'm not walking across a bridge they're in the process of installing.
Fuck no.
It says it was installed 3 days prior, but they were still working on the bridge. I'm not going on the bridge.
Yeah, no, that's what Caleb was saying. Caleb was saying that they had just installed it 3 days ago, and they were tightening everything from the cranes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guess what? No, not until the code guy comes out for the city and says this shit's safe.
But Bacon is right. Florida is not known for its intelligence.
Hell.
Granted, Kayla lives in Florida, but she's originally from
half
California.
of their population showed up on a floating door from Cuba. So I mean, I'm a little worried there.
It's all right.
But it's just, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And then unfortunately, multiple people lost their lives. Not just people on the bridge, but people driving underneath of it when it collapsed. Yeah. Lost their lives in this because of stupidity. I will tell you, there's a construction company right now. I will guarantee you right now they've shut their doors and they've closed the operation down.
They're getting sued like fucking crazy.
Oh yeah, there's some lawyers somewhere. As soon as this happened, they were just like, "Fuck, we're gonna be busy for a while."
Yeah, and it made horrendous traffic, so that's another thing to sue for.
And and the thing is the problem is shit goes wrong all the time. I mean, there's always mechanical failure somewhere.
It's called Murphy's Law.
You could either be in Florida or you could be skiing, and shit will go wrong. Which brings us to our next story.
So apparently, in the country of Georgia, right by Russia.
Well, it was a part of Russia.
It was a part of Russia. Now it's separated. Now it's its own country. Georgia. Not Georgia.
Yeah.
Georgia.
Not where Fort Gordon, Georgia is, and it's like the armpit of the earth.
Yeah, no, we're
With
talking about the
worst
country
traffic
Georgia.
in the world.
So apparently there was a ski lift in Georgia that went completely haywire and it hurt 11 people. And yes, I said haywire because it's a fucking ski lift.
And it has a wire. When you're on a
has a
ski
fucking
lift, you
wire.
ride a wire up the
Yeah.
fucking
So what ended up happening
hill.
is, like this shit, it's going. Yeah. Next thing you know, it just starts going fucking full speed and fucking reverse.
Holy shit! I'm watching the video. Fuck
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Goes fucking full speed and fucking
I
reverse.
would ride the shit out of that.
Yeah. Well,
But it
guess what?
smashes up the-
Somebody did.
Oh, here comes some people. Here comes some people. Here comes the money
Look,
shot.
look, all
Oh,
the-
that guy's hanging on. He's fucking hanging on. Oh, he got thrown. He didn't hang on. Fucking.
No,
he
no,
doesn't
no, no,
get
no.
thrown.
He didn't get thrown. He got stuck.
No. That guy got launched.
There was another person who actually got stuck underneath all the fucking chairs.
Okay, so anyway, back to our show.
It's bad.
Okay.
It's crazy.
Yeah, if you go online and search the Georgian ski lift incident, you'll watch a video of these people getting hurled around.
It's awesome.
Yeah,
It's pretty scary.
Yes, for us sick bastards, we actually got some entertainment out of
We
it.
did.
Nobody got killed. Okay, so nobody got killed, so we're not sitting
But
there going,
only 11 people got hurt, but apparently all of them except for one went to the hospital and were checked out the same day for, like minor bumps and bruises.
Yeah.
The other person who was still in the hospital actually got a few fractures.
I wouldn't doubt it. You get launched around that hairpin turn at 130 miles an hour in reverse, you're probably going to end up with something broken.
Yeah, exactly. So, at least they are all okay. There's no fatalities. They already had a bunch of different corporations come down.
I wish we could learn that, because that would be great. So that way, as we're talking about this and there's video of it, we could just roll the video while
Yeah.
we're talking about it.
By the way, when Kayla says CJ and I are from Cali, she's talking about me because that's my family name.
Yeah.
My family calls me that. Don't none of you stupid motherfucking fucks even call me fucking CJ. If you do, swear to God, I will stab you in the fucking neck with a fucking knife.
Okay. Okay. Whoa.
That was a quote from a movie.
Whoa.
I'm Raj.
There's some.
No, Kayla, you're fine.
I know.
You're an exception.
Kill Mill. I know it's a layer option, but I don't know how to utilize the layer option. I know it can be done. I just don't know how to do it. But anyhow, so yeah. So just so you're aware, if you're going to go to Georgia, the country of Georgia, and you're going to go skiing, take with you a procedural plan to get the fuck off.
And make sure that you don't have a U.S. passport so you don't get...
that way, when you come back, you don't get investigated for collusion.
Yes.
But, I mean, I'm pretty sure out of nowhere then, because we have the door wide open, because our air conditioning system broke, we're going to have all kinds of random shit flying around.
Humbug.
It's like last night I was being attacked by a mosquito hawk while on the show. But, it just when you're going to, I'm pretty, shit happens and anyway. But let's move to maybe a lighter note, but still a sad note for some of us old people.
So all of us who know Toys R Us.
Yes.
I used to go to Toys R Us all the time when I was
used to love
a
to
kid.
go to Toys R Us.
Used to love going in there.
I got kicked out all the time for riding a bouncy ball that had the handle on it.
Hell, I remember when Harry Potter first came out in theaters. I used to go to Toys R Us just to get the Birdie Bot's bag of every flavored beans.
Dude, we got my stuffed E.T. at Toys R Us when E.T. came out. That's
I used
how
to get
far
all
back
sorts of
I go.
Legos. I used to get video games from there. It was awesome. I love that place. Well, unfortunately, Toys R Us is disappearing for good.
Yeah, Toys R Us has tried over and over and over again to restructure itself. But the unfortunate side effect is that they can't compete. And the problem is you're talking about competing with like Amazon and shit like that, where they're global, they're internet based and everything else. Toys R Us is not really. You could order some stuff online, but not a lot. So unfortunately, unfortunately they couldn't keep up and they restructured themselves into the ground.
So Toys R Us last year filed for bankruptcy.
They did.
And they went ahead and said that the 753 stores...
Oh, by the way, real quick, we got to stop. Hold on. We got to say goodbye to everyone on Facebook because we've done it.
Yes.
We've done 2 stories after we said we shut it off.
Yes,
so,
we
folks,
did.
By the way, those of you on Facebook, once again, Raj and Rich Show, YouTube.com. Go there. You can watch the rest of the show. All right. Good night. No, I didn't want to see tits bouncing.
Aw.
Okay, so no, that's in the fucking way. All right, so hey, by the way, for those of us, Raj and Rich Show, Facebook, we'll see you when we're in Mississippi. All right, bye. Okay, so there we go. All right,
There we go.
and then I gotta wait for it to come up and say it's gonna post.
Yeah.
And it
So-
says, "Do you want it to post?" Fuck yes, I want it to post.
So I'm gonna go ahead and continue with this shit.
And then now it's playing. You go ahead and talk. I'm gonna shut this
He's-
shit off.
Big guy over here, you know, the main host for this shit. He's gonna go ahead and take care of his shit.
Yeah.
All right. So pretty much what ended up happening is they went ahead and filed for bankruptcy last year. They went ahead and said that they're going to close their 753 stores that they do have now, and just completely close off because they just can't do anything. So another company who actually bought the KB Toys name is going to go ahead and pop up close to about 1,000 stores right around Black Friday sales and everything like that. So they go ahead and take all the stock inventory that Toys R Us has, you know, from Mattel and so on and so forth, you know, everything that they just couldn't get rid of, and use that to go ahead and push all that merchandise out. So, granted, we'll be losing Toys R Us, but we'll be getting KB Toys back.
My Facebook crashed, so I don't think the video is gonna stay.
Oh, that sucks. Oh, well.
It did. My Facebook just crashed, so now I don't think the video is gonna stay out there. I gotta check to see if the video is even gonna stay on there.
Oh, well, that sucks.
We'll hope so. Should say it's processing. No, it's right there. Yeah, one more for the road. I did that in respect to, or as a shout out to my mom and dad, who made me a big Leonard Skinner fan.
Yeah.
And that was one of their albums, One More for the Road, which I believe that's the one that had Freebird on it. So there
Nice.
you go. I think it was. So anyway, but you know, so and it's unfortunate to see a staple like Toys R Us go away.
Yes.
But unfortunately, in the world that we live in, the brick and mortar stores are going bye-bye one by one.
And that's all cyber.
We're literally going to be left with fucking Walmarts, Sam's Clubs. We're going to be left with the big, huge stores. And then all the smaller, you know, retail outlets that we got. I mean, I'm waiting for the day that they tell us that Hobby Lobby is no longer going to be around.
This is going to fucking suck. I mean, they already got rid of Hastings, and that was a fucking travesty.
Mm-hmm.
So sad to see.
You know, Hobby
Hastings
Lobby
go.
is going to be the next big one that's going to go bye-bye. I know that the hobby towns where I like to get my RC car shit and stuff like that are starting to die off. There are not as many as there used to be. So it's just one of those things that unfortunately it's going to happen.
It's an era that's coming to a close.
Yeah, it
And
is. Like Radio Shack's gone. You know?
No, actually.
Well, no, Radio Shack doesn't have brick and mortar stores anymore.
Yes, they do.
Where?
There is one in Abilene.
That's like one of the only businesses there. It's
Yeah.
the only reason why they're successful.
Well,
Okay.
it's still there.
I need Hobby Lobby to get the parts for my bomb.
Damn.
No, don't say that. We'll make the
Kayla.
jokes, but God knows the FBI might be watching. I mean, we did present Full Assault.
There's one in New Smyrna.
Yeah, but the thing is Radio Shack, for the most part, its brick and mortar operations are gone.
It's gone.
Because, and the thing is pretty much the only way they survived as long as they did was they picked up that contract with Sprint.
Yeah.
Where like 3/4 of the Radio Shack suddenly became a Sprint retail outlet.
Midnight Circuit City's been gone since like 2006.
Yeah, Circuit City's been gone for a while. Because I used to go there, and unfortunately, because they're gone, I had to go to Best Buy and pay even more fucking money for shit.
Bastards.
Because Circuit City was cheaper.
It was.
It was way cheaper, and then Best Buy comes along, their shit's way more expensive, but they end up becoming successful because they had way more name brand shit. And so it's
Bring back Blockbuster.
bring back
Hollywood
Blockbuster.
Video.
Hey, be kind and rewind.
Be kind,
love that
rewind.
movie.
That was a good movie.
I'm not talking about the movie. I'm just talking about the sticker that's on the VHS tapes.
Yes.
It says right in the one window where the wheel is, where one of the reels are. It says "Be kind, rewind."
yes.
Remember when you used to? I remember. I don't know. You may be too young for this.
No, I remember.
I remember getting
Blockbuster.
charged. Like you go into Blockbuster the next day to get
Yes.
more movies, and you had an additional like $5 charge because you didn't rewind shit.
That and Hollywood Video.
Hollywood Video is cool because they had the porn room.
Yes.
Hollywood Video, you could get adult movies at Hollywood Video. You could rent them.
Yeah.
I mean,
You could buy them.
and you could buy them there, but Blockbuster wouldn't do that because they were family oriented. But they had 8 billion copies of whatever it is you wanted to watch, but they never had the one you wanted. 8 billion copies. Everybody in your town was watching that movie that night except you. I mean, it's literally how it was.
All right, so moving on to our next story. So I know that Bacon went ahead and brought this up a little bit earlier.
He did, and for those of you who noticed, this has not been massively plastered all over the news.
It has not.
Because it flies right in the face of the gun debate crow that wants all guns gone, and argue every time you say that we need to put armed people in schools to stop this shit.
And they're like, no, that's a horrible idea, because why are you going to put more guns in a school when it's supposed to be gun-free?
Well, in a Maryland school, a shooter came into the school.
17-year-old.
A 17-year-old with a gun. Shot, what, 3 people before they got him?
No, didn't shoot any.
I thought he got 1.
No, he got 1 round off.
Oh, yeah, and the campus cop fucking dropped him.
Yep.
Okay. Guy with a gun immediately responded and took care of the situation. Okay. The reason why you're not seeing this all over the left-wing media, okay, Fox has plastered this all over because it works right along with their narrative, okay, but the reason why CNN and all of them are trying to bury that story is because it flies in the face of the gun debate, that the whole deal where we're saying armed teachers. Okay, I will say this much, okay, I know there, I when I went to school, there was a couple teachers I ain't putting a gun in their hand.
Yeah.
Okay, however, I will say Mr. Matrosino put a fucking gun in that guy's hand. Somebody's fucking going down.
They can shoot.
However,
shoot
he
fucking
probably
nuts
shoots.
off a fly.
Probably shoot fucking. Probably to shot me if he had one. At one point, I was that bad of a student. but, okay, it doesn't fit with the narrative. It doesn't fit with the narrative at all that is going on. Okay, campus security cop immediately responded to a situation. A kid with a gun fired off shot, pulled his fucking gun, gave him the opportunity to drop it. Kid didn't drop it. Turned on him. He dropped the kid. It's what you fucking do. Sorry. Midnight says, I'm a teacher and I will not carry a gun. And that's perfectly fine. And we're not saying force teachers to carry guns. But if there's teachers in your school that have the wherewithal and the knowledge base on how to operate a firearm with an active shooter situation in a building, by all means, let them have a gun.
Well, not only that, but also you do have school resource officers, which are there for security.
Right. And unfortunately, because the Austin school district has come up on the local TV, because the Austin APD, okay, does have the resource officers division of APD. They're part of APD. They have like 1 officer for like 12 schools.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's a problem APD has because they don't have enough officers. Some of these other school districts have a lot of money, and they have their own. It's associated with local law enforcement.
I mean, honestly,
APD just spends all their money on their fucking their board of directors.
Yeah,
that's where all their money goes.
Honestly, you know what? I'm pretty sure that you can find a bunch of veterans who are more than happy to go ahead and stand guard at fucking schools.
And yes, and you're absolutely right, Kill Mill. Some teachers you don't want carrying because they might become the active shooter themselves. And you're absolutely right. We had that one incident where that teacher barricaded himself, fired 1 shot into the ceiling tile, and then sat there and SWAT had to get him out. Okay.
It was Despot.
But he was trying to prove a point that here's a teacher with a gun.
Yeah.
Okay. Which, that's fucking asinine.
And Kayla, you're talking about the sheriff that pussed out and faltered while he was trained?
Florida.
That was in Florida during the Marjorie Stoneman High School shooting.
That was
a month after they found that he was still doing it. He fell asleep.
Yeah, no, the same guy. They let him back, and he passed out in his patrol car on the campus grounds.
And his brother came.
You know, oh no, we'll kind of glance over that shit.
Yeah.
As a ending story, but
granted, there are people who should not be doing this shit. Excuse me.
Yeah, and like I said, there's teachers in my school when I went to school at Woodbridge that do not put a gun in their fucking hands. Okay? I think Mr. Bean would have been one that if he had the gun, he'd shake so much the fucking fire and fall on the floor and shoot somebody.
I would say something, but I'm not going to say it.
But, the thing is, we had combat veterans that were Vietnam vets that were in our school. And you know what? I knew every one of them, and I trust them wholeheartedly with my safety. If they had a firearm on them and somebody decided to get stupid in my school and shoot it up, which that didn't happen in the 80s, that's the
well, not as often.
Yeah, well, only once in a great while, but nobody talked about it.
Yeah.
I would feel perfectly fine and safe with them walking around with firearm concealed on their person.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so I'm not saying I've never said arm every single teacher. But there are some that are in your school that are combat veterans that are, been raised around firearms, respect firearms, know how to use firearms properly, and maybe they should.
Okay.
So it's real simple. Because the Maryland school deal proved that a person in a school with a firearm with the appropriate training solved the problem.
Beat your kids, save a life.
But it solved the problem, and that's why people aren't really talking about it. And you know what? I'm grateful they've already given this guy a fucking heroism award. And the guy's back to work already.
Oh yeah,
he's back to work, and people are coming in and shaking his hand and thanking him and everything else, and we should, and he should be celebrated for what he did. He saved a lot of lives that day.
He did,
by making the right choice. It is a tough choice. Being a former law enforcement officer, it is a decision you have to think about every single time you put your belt on and you put your gun in a holster. Do I have it in me that if I have to be able to unsnap this bitch, pull it out, and drop somebody if they're going to try to drop me or someone else? You have to consider that every time you put your belt on. Otherwise, you're just asking yourself to die.
I've done it.
So I mean, anytime you have a firearm and you're out in public with it, you have to be able to make that conscious decision. If the situation arises, can I handle it?
And it's not just a snap decision. It's something that really weighs.
It's a snap decision at the moment.
Yes, absolutely.
At the moment, but every time you go out into public with a sidearm on you, you have to think that thought. If the situation hits the fan, and I've got to make that decision, can I make that decision? If your answer is no, or you're not sure, leave the fucking gun at home. Okay, leave the gun at home, because you're not doing anybody any good by walking around, except if you want to act like you're big and bad because you have a firearm. And I knew guys like that they would carry, because in Nevada they have open carry.
Yeah.
You don't have to have a license or anything. Just fucking have it in a holster and walk around. Okay? Well, they did that shit because they wanted to be big and bad, and I knew damn well if shit hit the fan, they'd hit the floor and piss themselves.
Like, every once in a while, I've been known to open carry a firearm. Well, that's only because I knew that I was getting to a really bad area. I knew that it's going to do one of two things. Either one, it's going to be a deterrent, or two, it's going to be the one thing that saves my fucking life.
Yeah. But you could make that decision when the shit hit the fan.
Absolutely, because
I can make that decision because you know what? I'm going the fuck home to my family.
Exactly. I mean, we've both already made that decision several times.
Yes, I'm going home to my family.
And what's one more?
And you're not going to prevent me from going home to my family.
Well,
period.
I don't really have a family. But...
Yeah, I do. I got a fucking bunch of people.
Well, you have little man and everything like that. Me, I got me and you.
Yeah. Well, I got you. So, I mean, I'm going home to my family, period.
Babe.
I got you, babe.
I got you, babe.
Right. All right. So, now moving the fuck on. You're not going to believe this shit, folks.
This shit is fucking hilarious, and I laughed my fucking ass off.
And I've got Rocka.
Oh, yeah. I got Rocket, too. And in fact, he's right here on my shirt.
There you go. But so, anyway. So, in Paris, the feminists are trying to strike again. Go ahead.
So apparently the feminists in Paris are demanding that a sex doll brothel...
Let's stop and say that slowly so everybody keeps track of us now. You heard it right. A sex doll brothel
be shut down for fueling rape fantasies.
Yes, a lot of you guys are all aware of, like, real dolls and shit they make here in the United States. China has a big sex
dolls. X dolls.
Yeah, they have more than just the X dolls. They have a huge sex doll industry that they create them.
The one that is being used in the sex doll brothel in Paris are the X dolls from China.
Yes,
which is the high dollar, like $4,000.
Yeah, if you go, sex dolls. You can get them on Alibaba and shit like that. You're still looking at $3,000 to $4,000.
Just about.
They are literally the Chinese equivalent to the real doll that's made in California.
Yeah. So the craziest thing about this shit. This person who went ahead and opened up this sex doll brothel in Paris.
And it's a hit.
It is a hit between, the middle-aged, high-class people between 30 and 50. They pay $150 for an hour, or they can pay less for less time. And apparently it's a huge hit. Dudes making fucking bank. They make appointments, everything like that.
And just as a side note, in Paris, you can't own a brothel.
You can't own a brothel, so he put it as a game room.
As a gaming establishment, which is legal.
Yes.
Okay.
So, the way that the dude has it set up, he has 3 dolls in 4 rooms. He has 1 doll in each room, and the 4th room is to go ahead, pull the dolls out, clean them, sanitize them, and get them prepped for the next person.
Yes.
Okay? So, apparently, what these feminists are trying to say is that, you know, because the sex dolls can't go ahead and interact like a normal person, that the guy who's fucking them
Is raping them.
can do whatever the fuck he wants, and so therefore, because he's going ahead, taking charge, taking command, doing everything that he wants to do, that's going to bleed over into his actual relationship and start raping people. It's fucking hilarious, and start, you know...
It's like the people say because you watch porn, you're going to start raping children.
Exactly. You know, and I know that you brought this up earlier, but, you know, if you're going to fucking go ahead
Lives matter.
and start getting pissed off because a dude is fucking a sex doll, then stop buying fucking dildos.
Well, and that's the thing. Okay, fine. If you think this is subjugating women, you think that this paints women in a bad light and everything else, okay, fine. Then you know what? Stop selling dildos. Why? Because dildos make me feel inferior.
And
why in the world should you sell a 14-inch fucking dildo?
And why is... And you know what? Dildos are fucking racist, too.
Yeah, because the black dildos are always bigger than the Caucasian dildos.
Seriously.
Yeah, so they're racist on top of it. At least dolls, they have them in every shape, size, and color. But and you can get them in any size and any color. And when you go in a sex shop, the black dildos are bigger on average than the Caucasian dicks. Okay, and I know this because I worked in a sex shop.
Well, it's not work in a sex shop.
It's not a sex shop. It was a lingerie store that did sell toys as well. Okay, on average on the shelf, because it was really dead in there because it was snowing its ass off and nobody was coming in. I did a count. You feel better?
What? No, that was Rocket scratching at the
Okay.
panel.
So anyway, but
You dick!
I was sitting there and I'm like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna sit here. Believe it or not, I had to do inventory, so I'm like, I gotta count dicks. Great, this is where my life is gone. So I'm sitting there and I'm like looking. I'm like, I realized all the average size of the black dildos was 13 inches and up. The average size of the Caucasian ones was 7 inches.
If that.
You know, it's between 7 to 10 inches. So,
You know what?
so that's racist too. So, I mean, if we're going to sit there and say that having a brothel with sex dolls is inquiring rape and they can't give consent and it's bad and it's a bad image for women and everything else.
That's the same thing for fucking dildos.
You know, and Kill Mill said and also don't forget they have animal dildos. Okay, which are bigger than the Caucasian dildos. So even the animal dildos are bigger. Okay?
I mean, like, fucking, seriously? Fuck.
You know, so...
And by the way, if you don't want your kids to, when they grow up, to work in a sex shop, beat your kids, save a life.
That didn't work.
No.
I worked in a sex shop.
Did you get beat?
Oh, yeah, I was a fuck up when I was a kid.
Okay,
I'm
so
not
don't
gonna
beat
lie.
your kids too much.
Okay.
Save a life.
Okay, so... Beat your kids, save a life, hashtag know when to quit.
Do not live in the arcade.
You know, so, but yeah, so, I mean, it's real simple. It's like, okay, so if it paints women in a bad light, then fine. You know, then
Beat your kids responsibly.
yeah, there you go. That's gonna go right in there with, like, you know, drink responsibly hashtags too. Drink responsibly and beat your kids responsibly. But yeah, so I mean, if that's the case. It's on both sides.
They're twitching, they learn it.
Okay, so you know,
Beat your kids, save a life.
it's the most ridiculous thing ever. It's like the feminists don't have really anything to go after right now,
It's-
so
it's-
now they're
it's-
going after sex dolls.
And they're trying to go ahead and come up with this whole, hey, you know, we were starting to die out, you know, attraction and everything like that. So let's go ahead and do something so fucking stupid so we can get back into the spotlight.
Pretty much, yeah. It's really what it is. And that's the sad part, because it makes me wonder, is the American feminist movement going to go after Real Doll in California?
You
Is that
basic.
going to be next? Okay. It is a relevant issue. It's a relevance issue. It really is. because all these other organizations have come out and kind of made the feminist movement kind of irrelevant again, or it just kept it irrelevant. So now we got to do some grandstanding to make us look important again. So now we're going to sit here and protest sex dolls.
He's got the
okay,
hiccups.
you know what? Here's the deal. Okay, women, all of you feminists out there that are against sex dolls, I want you to take a video camera, go into your house, and open up the no-no drawer. If you've got one fucking dildo in that goddamn no-no drawer, shut your fucking pie hole. Okay?
Or shut in the pie hole.
Shut your fucking pie hole, lady, because, no, I'm sorry. That's bullshit. That's like a person saying, I'm against making animals into fucking clothing. But look at my leather shoes I paid $800 fucking dollars for. Okay? Seriously.
Or the whole, oh, well, I'm a lesbian feminist, blah, 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 but I'm going to go ahead and get railroaded by a fucking strap-on.
Okay, I don't really... I gave up on that argument long ago. I did. It's still a girl with it doing it to you. So, still kind of lesbianism.
But they're getting railed by a fucking dick.
I get that. And where are we going with this now?
I don't know.
We're not going anywhere with this anymore. So let's
We're
move
going
on.
Under the sea.
Speaking of the next story, it's under the sea.
All right, so
Those of you guys know that, of course, one of the big things big things that's going on out in the Pacific is there's been a lot of expeditions to try and recover naval ships that were sunk during World War II.
well, we actually got some really, really, really awesome and amazing news. And, like, literally, both of us, as soon as we saw this story, we were like, holy shit.
Yep.
It finally happened.
The USS Lexington was found.
Lady Lex.
I know that, what's his name that found the Titanic and everything else. I watched one of the expeditions where they went out looking for the Lexington and couldn't find it. But the Lexington has been found.
And they also found the USS Juno.
Yes. And if you want, and there may be some of you history buffs that are familiar with that name and are trying to understand why does that sound familiar? The USS Juno was the one that had all 5 Sullivan brothers on it when it went down, and all 5 Sullivan brothers were killed.
And the greatest thing about this, with them finding, the USS Five Brothers,
Yes,
is what they called it, the USS Juno. They found it, outside of Guam, about 3 miles past the Guadalcanal.
both ships they found in other locations. We'd all been searching where the Japanese had reported they had sank.
Yeah.
Come to find out, the Japanese fucking lied to us, so we couldn't go go save our people.
So the USS Juno was actually found on St. Patrick's Day this past Saturday.
Yes.
Which is honestly very fitting, especially for the Sullivan brothers.
Yes, because their family is Irish American.
Catholic.
Yes. And
Yeah.
then the USS Lexington was reported to be shot, towards the north end of Australia.
It was actually supposed to be 400 miles north of Australia, kind of in the middle, was where it went down, and that's where Ballard was looking for him, and they could never find him.
Well, it turns out that what actually happened was that the Japanese attacked Lady Lex, and then she went ahead, got away from the Japanese attackers,
And
sailed to the south, and then they scuttled the ship. So that way it cannot be found.
And basically, the Japanese didn't want to go back saying they didn't sink her, so they just went back and reported to their bosses that they sank her.
Yeah. But she was very, very, very heavily incapacitated.
She wasn't going to make it back to Australia.
She was not.
She was not going to make it, and they knew this, and they had to scuttle the ship.
Yeah, so they scuttled it so that way it cannot fall into the hands of the Japanese.
Yeah.
And,
Oh my god.
which is huge because, Lady Lex was an aircraft carrier.
Yes, and she was a very formidable one, and she was responsible for a lot of successful air raids.
A lot.
And she was one of the number one targets by the Japanese. They wanted the Lexington gone, and they felt that if they had taken the Lexington down, it would have broken the spirit of the mighty U.S. Navy, and which it did. Now, don't get me wrong; it hurt the Navy. The Navy was upset when they lost the Lex. Okay,
But we came right back and shoved it right up their ass.
Yeah, we got them. In the end, because we all know how that turned out.
Because we're going with the Enola Gay.
Okay, and we dropped 2 bombs, and they said, nope, that's it, we're out. Okay, their limit was 2 bombs. The first bomb they still didn't give up.
Midnight, I keep snapping at my dog because he keeps whining at the door. So every time I snap, he shuts the fuck up.
Yeah, the dogs. We got the dog outside because we can't have the dog in here while we're doing the show because the dog will constantly go back and forth. We've got cords and stuff everywhere, and we don't want shit getting ripped out and everything else.
Yeah.
You know.
And Jake, if you want to keep in touch with me, you know how to get a hold of Rich.
Yes. And Bacon, I'm not certain that I will be able to go to Qualls. It depends on my boss.
Yeah.
Because right now, as it stands, he wants that truck in Mississippi by Monday morning. And if that's the case, yes, I still have my phone. Or you still have your phone.
Yes, I still have my phone. You still have my number. So we're good.
We're not certain on whether or not we're going to be here this weekend. If he says he wants the truck there on Monday, then at the latest we're leaving is Sunday morning. Period.
Fabulous.
You know, so there you go.
Because I keep snapping.
You know, but yeah, so the Lexington has been found, which is nice because for us being veterans, that means that they were able to go out. That once this is what they do every time they find a ship that they haven't been able to find.
Yes.
They immediately they usually on the ships they already carry it. They carry a plaque memorializing the ship, and they carry the reefs on the ship to do a memorial for those we lost at sea.
Yes.
And that's exactly what they've done. And they went out, they dropped the reef on the water, so thank God the brothers we lost on that have now been memorialized and laid to rest.
76 years.
76 years she sat out there at the bottom of the ocean and nobody was 100% certain where she was at. Because even when they scuttled her, they didn't have an accurate location of where they put her down at.
They couldn't.
So, unfortunately, you know, that you know, we finally brought that to an end, which is good. It's done. We know where it is. The pictures were amazing.
Yes, they were.
The photographs of these ships are amazing, especially of the airplane sitting on the bottom. You know, sitting there like they're ready, almost right then and there, ready to take right off again.
Yeah, they got the P-18 Hellcat.
Yeah, just that one that was it was sitting on the ocean floor with nothing around it. It was just sitting there, ready to take off from the ocean floor.
It was beautiful.
It was gorgeous. It was a gorgeous sight. If you get a chance, look it up online and see the photographs of it. It's amazing. You know, it's definitely, like I said, that just seeing that plane sitting there on the ocean floor by itself, like it's ready to take off. It just landed on the ocean floor, and it didn't break apart when it landed. It landed right into the sand, into the soil, and it just looks like you literally get behind the seat and take off.
Yes, the crew did go down with it, Kayla.
Yep. Do you have a piece of paper for me? And you have
Ben, you can keep the tent.
Yes, I do have a piece of paper for you, and that's why I'm going to definitely try to get to Qualls on Sunday.
Yeah. But Ben, you can keep the tent. The tent was originally mine, and I don't need it because I don't camp anymore.
And actually, Lufa has that piece of paper right now.
So you're good.
Lufa has it right now because when we were wandering, because I had them all in my hand, and we were going around giving them out to the people that were there because I kind of did an impromptu show up at your campsite. Hey, congratulations. But anyhow, so I think Lufa has your warrior.
Yeah, but yes, Ben, you're welcome.
Yes, Raj, you could you pitch me a tent? Oh wow,
wow.
The Raj and Rich show just became a dating service.
Apparently.
All right, so moving on to our next story.
So, talk about your fucking gold diggers.
You know, every once in a while somebody always makes the comment saying, hey, you know, if fucking gold or if money would just fall out of the sky. You know, money doesn't just fall out of the sky or grow on trees. That's not entirely true about the falling out of the sky part.
He might need the right material. And that material is money. Because I tell you what, if I had as much money as I could fucking have, I'd still be able to keep all the shit that I had.
Yeah, we wouldn't be moving from Texas either.
No, we wouldn't.
So there you go.
All right, I'd probably still be in a relationship.
Let's not go down this road.
Oh.
Okay, there's nowhere to go positive down this road. There's none. Okay, so 172 gold bars fell from the sky out of a cargo plane in Siberia, Russia. $368 million worth of gold found on the runway and beyond. All right. So evidently they were transporting this gold somewhere. And, well, aviation standards in Russia are not exactly the same level as the United States. If you've ever flown on a plane in Russia, you're taking your life in your own fucking hands.
So what had happened was...
You're better off putting wings on a fucking bicycle and strapping a rocket to it. You're safer.
So this plane was taken off, and apparently they were going ahead and loading. Apparently the gold was not secured, and apparently the actual service hatch to go ahead and get to the cargo bay from underneath was not secured.
It popped open.
So it popped open, ripped off, and all of a sudden all this fucking gold bars, 172 gold bars, literally fell out of this fucking cargo plane that was also carrying platinum and diamonds.
Yeah, scattered down the runway and past the runway after they lifted off.
Up to 26 kilometers.
Yes, there is a fucking farmer somewhere in Siberia that just suddenly was just sitting there going, God, please, something. Give me something.
And then he gets conked in the head.
He gets conked in the head with a gold fucking brick and dies. Imagine somebody looking up in the sky and, had their mouth open and money hit them in the mouth. They're legitimately put your money where your mouth is.
Right.
Kind of thing.
Something like that.
I was trying to make that funny. It didn't work.
Yeah, you got pretty close.
Just
a little.
Just a little. Missed it. Sounds like a conspiracy. It could be
Russian collusion.
It could be multiple Facebook accounts caused the door to pop open.
2,000 of them.
Yeah, so who knows? But yeah, like I said, if you ever ridden in a Russian aircraft, commercial aircraft or anything, dude, you're taking your life in your own fucking hands in Russia.
Yes,
you really are, because first of all, you're not sure who owns the company anymore. You're not sure what they're doing to inspect this shit. No. Shit falls off the planes on the runway.
It does.
I've watched documentaries on Russian air travel, and they'll be sitting on the fucking runway getting ready to taxi off, fucking engine comes right off. And it's like, well, ladies and gentlemen, our flight has been delayed slightly due to mechanical errors.
But if we go ahead and strap up the goats and pigs that are in the back and make a makeshift propeller, then I think we'd be able to go ahead and do it under their own power.
Right? So there you go. I mean, you got better chance of finding reindeer and flying with Santa Claus and be safe than you are flying in a Russian aircraft.
You mean Trash-a-Claus?
Yeah, Trash-a-Claus, whatever.
Trash-a-Claus.
So there you go. All right, so...
Moving on.
So, in Australia, you guys love your freedom of speech in the United States of America. I know we all do. We love the show. The show is because freedom of speech. Okay. However, in Austria, you don't exactly have the level of freedom of speech we do.
So apparently, now the term Smurf is derogatory.
Yes, evidently, an Austrian man was fined $200 after he called the police officer Smurfs on social media.
I mean, I again, this sounds so fucking stupid because they keep doing stupid shit. But here's the thing, though. What if the reason why he got fined $200 is because the dude was actually singing the Smurf song? La 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 la.
You were a little off. You started off with a Smurf song, and then you ended up with like some 1980s rock hit.
Well.
Okay, so you totally, I don't know.
Oh, I was going with Beauty in the Centerfold.
You were.
That's
you were. Yeah, okay, I was thinking of it. It was clicking in my head and it kept playing and I'm like, Jake Isles Band, Centerfold. Okay. But yeah, so they got fined $200 for singing the Smurf theme song and calling the cops Smurfs.
That's just what we're thinking.
Do you know how many people in the United States of America would be fined if they could go through your social media page and be able to sit there and say and fine us for this shit? My God. Nobody would need budget increases anymore. Requests.
No.
That would be covered. It would be covered. Because, like, every law enforcement officer's salary in the United States of America would be covered just off those fines alone.
Right?
Okay? So, if you enjoy your freedom of speech, enjoy it, because
pretty soon it's going to be out the fucking window.
You could be getting fined for calling cops, whatever, on social media. It could come to a town near you. Someone find the most offensive post and send it to Austria.
Call him a knob slobber or something like that. Go slob on the knob.
Hey, y'all do your moms just like Sigmund Freud did.
Ooh. Hey,
He was Austrian.
how did the Austrians practice safe sex?
How?
Mark an X on the sheep that kick.
There you go. So anyway, speaking of police,
So apparently in Cheshire, England,
all points bulletin, cops were called to a scene, lights blaring, they all kinds of shit. And why?
because apparently they got a call about a beheaded swan.
Some motherfucker beheaded a swan. And that now, you know what? There are some sick people in this world. But to behead a fucking swan, they're beautiful, they're gorgeous.
Not only that, but also swans are protected by the crown in England.
They are.
There's an actual law in England that states that
Good night,
all
Luther.
swans. Good night, Luther. Apparently in England, all swans belong to the Queen.
They do.
So therefore, they cannot be harmed in any way whatsoever.
Swans are beautiful. They should not be beheaded.
Yeah. So the cops went ahead, ran out there as fast as they fucking could. Sirens fucking blaring. Woo, 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 woo. And guess what they found out?
We paid no money for the special effects on this video. I just want you to know.
No. And guess what they found out?
What did they find out?
The swan was plastic.
Oh, God.
The swan was fucking plastic. Apparently what had happened was a person was driving down the road and he saw this plastic swan with no head. He thought it was an actual swan, so he went ahead and called it in.
I think the first indicator it's not actual is when it's still sticking up, right? But missing the head, it hasn't, like, fallen over.
Yeah. I don't know. He could have thought that maybe it was just planted, and the head was right next to it.
It was. It's called fake. It has two metal sticks in it
Exactly.
to plant it in the
Well,
ground.
you can't tell going fucking high speed in a fucking vehicle driving right past it. Alright, so they went ahead and called it. They ran out there. Police decided, well, you know what? This isn't an actual beheaded swan. It's plastic, but it's probably an incident of road rage. They're thinking that the way that this thing broke apart, it was
ran
thrown
over-
at a car.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, great. That's what we resolved to. This is what happens in a society that outlawed guns. This is what happens in a society that outlawed guns. People are assaulting other people with plastic swans.
And letting actresses be.
God. So, there you go. Folks, when you're in England, if you see a beheaded swan, go up and if it's plastic, then don't call the cops.
If it looks at you and starts going, you better get the fuck out
Well,
of
if
the
it's
way.
beheaded and it's coming after you going,
yeah.
then fucking we're in a George A. Romero world now.
Right. Better
Okay.
than throwing an alligator.
Right? So, all right. So, for those of us that are still hanging on and watching the show that are members of the CK, what in the fuck is he barking at now?
I don't know.
You knocking on the door.
Let me go check.
No, there's probably somebody walking down the road. So anyway, Merriam-Webster, of course, the dictionary people have added another term to the dictionary. And unfortunately, it's beat your kid, save a swan. Okay. And as soon as I saw this, I'm like, I'm willing to bet the example is please see the Celestial Kingdom.
Now, listen here, you amp guard fucks. Y'all are gonna fucking love this shit, because guess what? It's because of you!
Yep, Kill Mill. Dumpster fire has now been added to the Merriam-Webster dictionary.
And it's all because of you.
Under the example, it says see the Celestial Kingdom.
Fucking amp guarders.
I swear it does. If it doesn't, it should.
This is why I'm glad I'm no longer an amp guarder.
And we have the definition. Dumpster fire. Noun. A fire in a dumpster. Fire crews responding to a dumpster fire at the north end of the community. Informal. A chaotic or disastrously mishandled situation.
In the Celestial Kingdom.
In the Celestial Kingdom. Last session was a dumpster fire and it didn't get that way overnight. Examples. Please see Celestial Kingdom.
Merriam-Webster.
There you go. Merriam-Webster.
This is why I'm kind of glad that I'm no longer a member of Amp Guard, because now I cannot be told that I'm a contributing thing to dumpster fire being added to the Merriam-Webster
You
dictionary.
see where it says the origins?
There are origins to this now.
The origin of this is 1960s from Dumpster, a proprietary name in the United States of America.
So U.S.
Well, I can't say it's Celestial Kingdom because the orc only goes to 1969, March 1st.
Yeah.
I know because like half my awards say March 1st, 1969 on it. I was like, that's fucking awesome.
I got banned from the CK Midnight.
You know you didn't. It got removed. You didn't get banned. You got suspended.
You
didn't get the B word. You didn't get the B word.
Well, don't forget, just like how the Emerald Hill says it, that banned and suspended are used. What was the fucking word that they
interchangeably?
Interchangeably within the ROP. So therefore, I did get banned.
That's not true.
Suspended.
Remember we called them on that bullshit.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so anyway, there we go. So yeah, so now dumpster fire is in there. So the next time you say dumpster fire, one of your friends goes, "Well, that's not even a fucking word."
Bullshit.
Bullshit. Yes, it is.
Look it up.
It's a word. All right, so moving on. Because we could talk about dumpster fires all goddamn night.
And we can start some new ones,
like
too.
Okay. No, that's artillery out there.
That is artillery.
With the artillery range for Fort Hood is literally right there.
Fire.
Oh, yeah.
Sound like a person.
Technically, I ain't coming back, Ben.
Okay, Ben, you ain't coming back suspended. You're gone for a certain time. See, there you go. So 19-year-old Derek Faria took a cab to and from a bank robbery. You know, it's funny. You remember?
It's happened in Arkansas.
Okay, didn't they have that commercial? What was it?
Geico.
Yeah, it was Geico, where not having car insurance ever makes as much sense as calling an Uber from a robbery. And the guys are like, yeah, well, he said he should be here any minute, man. He's got 5-star reviews. And they get into the Uber, and then they're sitting there, and the guy's like, so how's it back there? Does it feel okay for you? I could cool it off a little bit more. Yeah, I could use it a little bit cooler back here. All right. And then as soon as they go to leave, here come the cops. Okay, took a cab. What he did is basically walked into the bank. You were telling me about this story.
So he went ahead, called the cab to pick him up from home. So he had the cab taken to the bank. He went into the bank, walked in, gave the teller a note that said, "This is a robbery.
This is a stick-up."
Went ahead, stole.
Does anybody even use that term anymore?
No.
I love walking around. I'll have a stick, and every once in a while it just hits me in the mind. I'm like, this is a stick-up.
I think it's because the term stick has now been used to, damn, you got to stick up your ass. So,
oh, yeah. It's giving me so many different things.
Yeah, exactly.
They don't think I'm robbing them. They think I'm insulting them.
Exactly.
Okay.
So went ahead, got $400 from this teller, got back into the cab, had the cab drive him back home.
Gave the cab driver a $20 tip, or no,
$20 because it was $14 cab fare.
And gave him a $6 tip.
$6 tip. Gave him $20. Went back into the house.
And when they tracked it down to get back to the house and arrest him, they found everything but the $20.
They found all the money except for the $20 they paid the cab.
Yeah.
And they also found a bunch of drug paraphernalia to ingest drugs.
Of course. We knew that. You knew that was.
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, hell, this dude. And the funniest thing was that the way this dude looks, somebody actually made the comparison that if Rosie O'Donnell had a brother, it would be him.
Probably.
That was a little like, whoa. And he does look like he could share some genes with Rosie O'Donnell.
Well, can he sing the national anthem horribly in front of Major League Baseball and grab his crotch while doing it?
Most likely.
Okay, then yeah, he's related to Rosie O'Donnell.
Roseanne Barr? She couldn't do any
Oh, no,
better.
wait a minute. Roseanne Barr was the one who did that. My bad.
Oh.
You're right. Rosie O'Donnell is a totally different one. That's the one that Donald Trump likes to make fun of all the time.
Yes, that one is
Okay.
on The View.
Yes. She was on The View for a while, and then they kicked her the fuck off because they realized that they were not getting the press they wanted out of that.
No, they weren't.
Then she clashed with Whoopi Goldberg. Pretty much, if you're on The View, if you're on The View and you clash with Whoopi Goldberg, you won't be on the show for very long.
Fuck no, because Whoopi.
Yeah, exactly. Whoopi Goldberg runs that fucking show. Period.
Did you know Whoopi Goldberg is actually dyslexic?
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Do you ever see some of her movies?
Sister Act?
Some were good. Some were good. Some were funny. Some of them not so much. Like The Burglar. It's fucking horrible.
I still enjoy Sister Act.
Yeah. Sister Act was funny.
It was.
And I like some of her older shit too, but The Burglar was absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
She has no eyebrows. No, she doesn't.
No.
She always has this really surprised look on her face.
And those glasses.
Yeah, they're horrible. Okay, so anyway, let's move on.
So, apparently, Judge Susie Norby of Clackamas County, Oregon, locks herself in a courtroom and does $3,000 worth of damage before a deputy let her out.
Yeah, unfortunately, she was there on a Sunday doing some work. And she left her keys and her phone in the courtroom, so she went from her office back into the courtroom. Not thinking anything of it, went, got her phone and her keys, and the door shut behind her and locked.
No. She left her phone and her keys in her office. Went to the courtroom to go ahead and grab some paperwork that was left.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Was leaving, but realized that the door locked behind her.
So she realized the door locked behind her when she went and tried the door and it wouldn't fucking open.
So she was in there for about an hour, trying to get out and everything like that. So
She picked up a bench.
And used that
and
bench
tried
as
to
a
use it as
fucking battering ram.
And it didn't work out. And
No.
she fucked up the door, the granite facing around
Granite
it.
outlay on, you know.
And here come this deputy who heard the commotion in the courtroom.
Was like, what the fuck is going on? Opens up the door and there's
There's the judge with a bench
Judge
in her
Norby.
hand.
And so apparently she ended up making about 3,000. She should have tried an assault box.
She should have tried an assault box. She'd have gotten right through that door.
So she caused about $3,000 worth of damage. She even said, hey, you know, I'll pay for it out of my own pocket, you know.
Because she's the one who did the damage.
She's like, I'm the one that did the damage.
She fucked up and got herself locked
know,
in the room.
This is an old building, and I love this building and everything like that, and I feel so bad and guilty that I damaged this beautiful place. Let me pay for it out of pocket.
Nope.
So Clackamas County said, fuck you.
We're paying for it. The taxpayers are going to pay for it.
Yeah, we're just going to take it out of the general fund that we have for the city, for the county, and it's pretty much going to be the taxpayers going to foot the bill, so you're good.
Yep. So, yeah, so the taxpayers in this county now have to pay for this. And if she wanted to pay for it out of her own pocket, that would have been on the county council going, you know what? Fuck it, you're good. All right, go ahead, pay for it.
It's her decision.
Yeah, it's. I mean,
she's a fucking judge, for Christ's sake.
She could overturn the decision.
No.
She could.
No, because this isn't. What is it? It's not an actual like court ruling.
Oh no, it doesn't matter. All you got to do is get somebody to represent. All she got to do is represent the taxpayers. Go in her courtroom to say no, we want you to pay for it. And she rules in their favor. You can sue to overturn a decision of the county council. Oh. You can. You can sue to overturn a decision of any government body.
Yeah, but I don't think it's going to happen, though.
Well, no, because the judge or the lawyer representing the county council is going to get it thrown out because she's biased.
Well, maybe instead of pushing, she should have pulled. Maybe that would have worked.
You know, I've thought a few times about picking up a case of beer and breaking the fucking window at a gas station because I went to open the fucking door and it wouldn't open and I read the sign. I'm pretty sure, you know, if you had to pull, if they would put push on the door, people would always pull the door open. I always wanted to switch the signs at the gas station I worked at just to see if that worked. Because you watch so many people where it says push and they would pull on the door. And it's like, the fucking door's locked. No, if you push the door, sir.
Oh.
You know,
my bad.
If I put pull on the door, they'll push the door and it'll open right the fuck up. So, yeah. but anyway, no, she could technically.
She could.
She could because a judge still if she was a lawyer. She has a legal degree.
She does.
So she could actually sue the county to overturn a decision so she could pay for it.
Yeah, but I honestly don't think it's going to happen. Because, well, it's fucking Clackamas County, fucking Oregon.
Well, but it also depends on how serious she is about paying for this.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't cost her anything. She just represent herself.
Exactly. She can do it pro bono.
You know, it wouldn't even be pro bono if you're representing yourself. Who are you going to send a fucking bill to?
Yeah, that's true.
You know, so she just sit there and have the check.
Oh, but court costs and everything like that.
It doesn't matter. She'd still cover it. I don't know if they get employee discounts.
Doubt it.
You know, but
that would be cool though.
You know, but she has a lawsuit against the fire hazard like non-escape. She could.
Yeah,
she
possibly.
could technically do that and sue him for not making it, impeding the ability to escape in the case of an emergency situation.
This is very true, Caleb.
You know, so she would have that angle, but seriously, all she'd have to do is file a lawsuit with the county, stating that she wants to pay for this, and that the county, actually, I think it would be perfect because she's a county judge. County judges have to be elected.
Yeah,
I think it would be a perfect PR move to do this, to get reelected on the county judge seat.
By the way, for those of you who don't know,
I don't know who her campaign manager is, but that motherfucker needs to get in contact with me.
So you'll see Kayla popping up on there. She's actually one of my longtime friends. I've known her for 12 years.
I kind of figured y'all had a
12
history.
years. 12 fucking years. Known her for that long.
Yeah.
Since we were in high school. Actually, Kayla was my high school sweetheart.
I wish I was in high school 12 years ago.
Shut up. Well, you are old as fucking dirt.
I am. When I put that dinosaur on my head, the dinosaur mask.
It brought you back to...
Dude, it brought back some memories. It really did.
Aww.
You know, so, all right. So, I mean, but like I said, that would be a perfect PR move running for re-election in the judge's seat in the county. It really would.
Yeah.
Because you know what? What are the taxpayers going to do? No, we're not fucking voting. The bitch saved you $3,000.
This is very true.
You know? So I would. Like I said, I would.
That's
I would.
huge PR right there.
It is. Like I said, her campaign manager needs to get to fucking touch with us right now. Or just watch the show.
No fucking shit.
Right?
Fucking do it. Stop doing stupid shit. You're basic.
Fly us out to this county and no, wait a minute, it's Oregon. Never mind.
It's Oregon.
Fuck that.
No,
Oregon's the armpit of the earth.
Well, actually, you know what? No. If we go to Oregon, I actually got family out there. We could stay for free.
Well, we could.
We could.
All right, there you go.
Beach kids, vote for her.
Your kids vote for her.
Beach kids, save a life. You're basic.
Right? I'm almost to the point of daring you people to start putting this shit on your Facebook page just to see how many people want to know what the fuck is going on.
I doubt no one will. I bet you nobody will.
Kill Bill would.
Nobody will put beat your kids, save a life.
Or beat your kids and then fill in the rest of the blank.
Hashtag beat your kids, blank, blank, blank.
Beat your kids on the basic.
No, don't be basic.
There you go.
You're basic.
All right, so
I've been watching too much Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Right.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, you know Midnight's gonna do it.
Oh yeah, but that's Midnight.
He's a crazy bastard. Guy in Detroit.
Midnight wins. Well, it's a good thing I didn't bet shit, so fuck you.
Hey, by the way, Midnight, I just want to know real quick why I got you on here. How did you do in the women's tournament? Because I know he was talking about being in the women's tournament. So I don't know if he got to do it or not or what.
I don't even know what the fuck y'all are talking about.
No, it was at Spring War. They had a women's only tournament.
I
Fourth.
know,
good job, bro.
I know nothing about this Spring War.
I get that. Let's not go into that kind of shit. I'm just asking because I didn't see the results on how the women's tournament did. I saw the results for the men's tournament, but I didn't see the result for the women's tournament. Okay, so guy in Detroit used... Okay, folks. All right. Hold on. Let me get some preface to this story, okay?
We're in Detroit now.
Let me get some preface to this story. Now, I didn't know that they did this in urban settings, but okay. When I was a kid, and growing up in Delaware, one of the things you did, we got ground moles badly. Okay, you would leave. You would go to leave for work, or I would go to school, and your front yard would be perfectly flat. Legitimately, by the time you got home, your yard was doing this shit because they would go through and dig up the ground, and make these, burrows deals through the ground, and then and the thing that sucked about it is it'd fuck your yard all up, and so what we'd do is we'd find the holes, and we would take smoke bombs, and we would drop them in the hole, and you cover the hole up, and everywhere that smoke popped up out of the ground, you could track down the holes, and then you knew how to cover them up so that way you could push them out. And then you just sat there with a 20, or with either a BB gun or just a shotgun with birdshot. Yeah. And as soon as the little bastards popped out of the hole, you shot and killed them.
Give me a moment. I'm stepping off screen.
Okay. That's how you took care of them.
Yeah, keep talking.
So I'm getting this story a little bit of a preface. Tennis balls with gas. I've heard of that. Okay. But giving you a little preface to this story. A guy in Detroit uses smoke bombs to try and get rid of a skunk that was in his house. Evidently, he had a skunk that got into his house. Okay, and was trying to get rid of it. Use a smoke bomb. Okay, so it's not something that's unheard of, using a smoke bomb to get rid of a pesky critter. Okay, so it's not an unheard of thing. No. I didn't think they did that in Detroit. I mean, we're talking about the world's largest outdoor shooting range. Is Detroit, Michigan.
Most likely a transplant.
Okay, yeah, he's probably from the country.
Most likely.
However, doing it in a confined space such as your house is probably not the best idea. Why? This guy set his house on fire doing it. Now, I don't know what smoke bomb he was using it. We only use the little ball ones that you buy, that you get at fireworks shops. They just make a lot of smoke. They don't really spark all over the fucking place. I mean, like, I'm wondering if this guy was using one of those smoke canisters. Those shoot off a shitload of sparks.
I'm pretty sure it was a canister.
Okay. And the guy burned his house to the fucking ground. Okay, so when you think about it, that sounds really fucking retarded. The retarded part is he was doing it in the house. That was the retarded part because I set off a smoke bomb in my grandmother's house when I was a little kid. Got my ass whooped for it too.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
My grandfather whipped my ass. Yeah, canisters, really. What's up, Waco?
Oh, shit.
Right. We went there. We ain't coming out is what Waco stand for.
We ain't coming out.
But, yeah, so anyway. Yeah, so, folks, if you get a skunk in your house, if you get any kind of rodent that's in your house, and you ain't the brightest crayon in the box, and you all know if you're not the brightest crayon in the box, okay? You know it. Okay? Just call a fucking exterminator to come over, or pest control.
Or animal control.
Or animal control, and they'll get them the fuck out of your house.
So apparently what this guy did, he went to
Can we just say in the sign of Michigan, just add pavement ends here?
where the sidewalk ends.
No, let's not bring in Shel Silverstein into this. It's not his fault.
I know. Well, anyways, what ended up happening is this guy went to his crawl space.
That was a sad book, too, by the way.
It was. So he went to the crawl space, which is underneath the house, and he went ahead and let off a fucking smoke bomb. Okay, cool.
If you're using the little itty bitty ones, okay, reasonable.
Yeah. But the thing is, I don't think it's an itty bitty
I
one.
don't know because it burnt the fucking house to the ground. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure that guy used a canister that has the pin on it.
Yeah.
Which, where in the fuck are you getting those at? Because they're not exactly easy to purchase.
Well, this is Detroit.
Yeah, he probably picked it up at the local black market.
Most likely. So he went ahead, popped it off, and then
I'm pretty sure the skunk got the fuck out of Dodge.
he waited, and all of a sudden it just started to fucking burn.
Smoke started coming out of the house, and of course, you let off a smoke grenade, so you don't think the house is burning, so you think the smoke is part of the grenade.
Well, what ended up happening is it caught the floor on fire, and then it moved to the first floor. He ran out, saw the house go in flames, and waited 15 minutes before he went ahead and called 911.
You know what this sounds like? You know what this exactly sounds like? I'm going to tell you exactly what this sounds like. A friend of mine that I knew, and of course another guy that even my dad knew, Jewish guy, they've referred to this as Jewish lightning. When suddenly the house burns to the ground and it was that one random freak lightning bolt in the sky when there wasn't a single cloud burnt the house to the ground so you can get the insurance.
Jewish lightning.
That's what he called it. My friend who was Jewish, he used that same term. He goes, yeah, he says the house burned to the ground, it was Jewish lightning. I'm like, the fuck are you talking about? He goes,
Mazel tov.
He goes, that one bolt of lightning out of the sky from some random cloud that wasn't really in the sky, and we're gonna call it on an insurance claim, so we can build a brand new house. That's what the fuck this sounds like, because he waited 15 minutes, then called 911. Somebody was burning the fucking house to the ground.
Yeah.
That was an insurance claim, is what that was.
Well, it turns out that there was skunks in the fucking house. Because when police arrived, they
Yes,
actually
Kill Mill,
saw...
you can get 2 meetings out of that. I'm going to smoke this skunk out. You can get 2 meetings out of this.
Because when police arrived, they actually saw skunks running from underneath the house.
Well, yeah, and it fit. It worked.
It did.
Talk about...
He just ended up losing the fucking house in the fucking...
But
meantime.
I'm pretty damn certain now he's going to get insurance money. He's going to build a brand new damn house.
Maybe. That's
That won't be in Detroit.
No. Well, fuck no.
Who would rebuild in Detroit?
No, he'll rebuild in Chirac.
Nah.
Or Afghanistan.
Afghanistan has got, they've got houses.
Afghanistan.
Come to Afghanistan.
Yes.
All right, so now let's move on to a lighter story.
A lighter story, which it just has us fucking confused because why the fuck would she fucking do this in the fucking first place?
Okay, so Barbara Streisand, we're all familiar with her. She's a very well-known actress and activist.
Funny girl,
She's still, 70-something and still kind of looks gorgeous.
Yeah.
I'll give her that. She still looks beautiful. Still can
She still
sing,
looks good. Oh my
sing
God,
her
yes.
ass off.
Absolutely.
I realize I do not agree with that woman and her political points of view in real life whatsoever.
No.
Complete opposite. But I tell you what, this girl can sing her ass off. She is still gorgeous in her 70s.
Very talented.
Okay, extremely talented. She loves her dog. She loves her dog a lot. And I know where y'all are going with this, so shut the fuck up because that's not where we're going with this. Okay? But loves her dog to death to the point that she loved her dog so much she wanted another one. Mm-hmm. Just like it. Yeah. She got her dog cloned.
twice.
Well, it wasn't technically twice.
Well, what it was is she went ahead. Her
Because
dog,
we had this discussion. I'm like, well, didn't she
Yeah.
do it like twice?
yeah, her dog died a few years ago.
Yes.
They went ahead and took cells from the dog, DNA samples from the mouth and the inside lining of the stomach.
Yes.
So they went ahead, took those 2 cells, replicated it, and cloned the dog
They
using
u-
the 2 cells.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, they ended up with 2 dogs.
2 dogs
Instead of 1.
Yes.
Now, according to Barbara Streisand, they have a completely different personality than her first dog.
Yes.
But the 2 dogs have the exact same personality of each other.
No. They had differing personalities from each other, and they both have a different personality than the original.
But I don't understand how that is, because you're making a fucking copy of the original.
You may be making a copy of the original, but it's not like, okay, so you have this 10-year-old dog. You take the cells, and when you go ahead and clone it, it's another 10-year-old dog. No.
Well, no, it's born. They get it because they take it, and once they establish, they insert it into another dog, and it's raised like it's
Artificial insemination.
It's artificially inseminated into another dog. No, I get that, not the same brain, but it legitimately genetically is a carbon copy of the original.
Yes, but you're also thinking that this is like 10, 12 years after the original was born, so therefore, the whole paradigm has shifted as to what it would have been raised around. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
No, I get you.
So because it is a different environment, it's going to be raised differently. So because it's raised differently, it's going to have different characteristics and different personality traits.
It said that Kilmill sent me a photo, but I'm not seeing it.
Ooh, bacon! Oh no, not bacon.
Bacon went to
Kill
bed.
Ben.
We
Starts with a B. Shut up.
We ran bacon into the ground. Bacon had
Yeah,
to go to bed.
bacon got rode hard and put away wet.
Yeah, pretty much. So she got her dogs cloned. I still don't know where I'm at on the whole cloning thing. I really don't, because here's the deal. I get science. Okay, I get science. I got it. Oh, there it is. Hold on. Nope. He took a picture of his screen. Beat your kids, save a life. Beat your kids, fill in the blank.
Oh God.
Oh no, that's on Midnight's Facebook page. So there you go. So
Did you say beat your kids?
Midnight wins.
beat your kids, Midnight wins.
Beat your kids, save a life.
Okay, so there you go. So Midnight has done it, and he's tagged us in it. So there you go.
He didn't tag me, because I'm not on Facebook.
No,
fuckers.
not anymore. I'm going to see if it is tagged on mine.
Oh shit.
So that way we
we
can
need to get
verify.
confirmation on this shit, people.
We're gonna get confirmation.
We're gonna get confirmation on this shit.
Yep.
And if it's actually there, then
Duker did. Now there it is, right there, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but there it is, right there.
Nah.
It says, "Beat your kids, save a life." # beat your kids, fill in the blank. And I hearted it.
He hearted it.
I did.
You need to make another Facebook.
I'm not making a Facebook, because then certain people will find me, and I don't want to be.
Okay, so I mean, like I said, I don't know where I'm at on the cloning thing. I don't know where I'm at on the cloning thing because I'm okay with people getting like gender reassignment surgeries.
Yeah,
because it's your fucking body. If you want to be a chick, then be a chick.
Absolutely. And like one of my favorite artists is
cloning.
transgender.
Cloning though,
That's different.
Cloning is just like, okay, we've now taken the natural process of life, and now we're just doing it synthetically. And it's and I'm sorry, but I can't remember the name of the movie.
Gothica?
No.
It's where it had what's his name that was in the Green Mile and Armageddon that died.
Michael Clark Duncan.
Yeah, he was in there. Where they created you gave yourselves to this organization. They created clones of you.
The Island.
And so then that way all that what they did, I don't think that.
No, it was the island.
It was the island.
Yeah, it's
where your clone is only there, so if you fuck yourself up, they can
take the organs and
they can harvest.
That was the island.
And then they did this lottery system. They did this public lottery system that you were going to the island to go on a vacation paradise away from it all.
Yes, but you ended up getting fucking killed.
But what it was is they took you in the back and cut you to fucking pieces.
Yes.
So and I keep every time I hear about them cloning shit, I just immediately go back to that movie. The movie sucked, but I keep going back to that movie. Is that where we're gonna go with this? And at that point, then the argument comes: if they clone me and they have another one of me, is that a sentient human being? with life and rights. If it is, then we can't use them as like farming.
What's crazy is that
Not to mention the fact that they're cloning me off of genetics, right?
Yeah.
And say I have a predisposed, genetic order that says that I'm going to get Alzheimer's. Well, then there's or I'm going to get leukemia.
Yeah.
Okay. Then the problem is you're cloning something that's also going to have that's going to develop leukemia at around about the same time.
yes,
The only thing that would change that time frame is the environmental
yes,
situation, but it's still going to happen. So you're just cloning somebody who's going to have the same exact problem. It's not Gattaca. It is the island. But so I mean, I don't know where I'm at on this because I just don't think it's right. Once you clone something and it's living, it's a living being. It has rights just like everybody else.
absolutely. And what I was going to get into is that your least favorite Star Trek series, Star Trek Enterprise,
Yes,
Actually,
I hate Star Trek. I hate Enterprise.
actually hit
I'm
up
a Trekkie. I did not like Enterprise at all.
on this subject because one of the officers actually it was the main engineer.
The human and the...
No. So the main engineer, Trip, he got a brain injury.
Hey, Angel finally chimed in.
Yeah. So he got a brain injury and everything like that, and they ended up making a clone of him. It just so happens that the clone had the same memories as it was growing, blah, blah, blah. Same memory, same everything, same feeling, but was growing in its own environment, so it was making new memories for himself.
Well, no, and that is the case. You separate the environment, they're not going to be identical.
Exactly.
Okay, but, and I agree with what Angel said. Yes, I'd like to be able to clone by organs. Okay, just, because they can do that in some situations. They can take your DNA and create it and synthetically create an organ
With stem cells.
So that way you don't have to worry about rejection, because when they put it in, your body's like, well, no, that is mine. Okay, that I'm okay with. But what kind of bothers me is cloning an actual person to the point they're living, they're a sentient being,
Yeah.
but then using them for harvesting like they're produce.
And that's...
I'm sorry, I'm all about science. I am all about science and a way to make life better, a way to make us live longer and everything else. But I think that's just crossing a line that I'm not willing to cross, because once it's breathing and functioning on its own, no, it's a life.
It is.
It is a life.
I agree.
And I'm sorry, but no, I don't think we should do that, because that's where we could go with this. And I'm sorry, but no, I just don't. This is a line I'm not willing to cross, saying we're going to start cloning people to harvest them for organs. Let's just figure out how to clone the organs successfully.
Yes.
Just the organs.
Stem cells.
That's like having another kid to harvest for the first one. Kind of.
Yeah.
Gattaca.
It wasn't Gattaca.
No, but there's a movie based like that.
Yeah, no, Gattaca is like that too, but the one I was talking about with Michael Clark Duncan
Island.
was Island.
I know.
You have watched Altered Carbon. One of the themes in your body is just a body. Only the mind is important. Just replace the body. And there may come a day where they do successfully transplant a brain, and it's not like some Russian backwoods fucking doctor where they claim they've done it.
Oh, like Blade Runner.
Okay. Yeah, like Blade Runner, where they will actually be able to transplant a brain into another body, where if somebody's brain dead for something but everything else works, they can just take the body out.
That's called singularity.
It is. But that, I don't have a problem with necessarily if the person if they are brain dead and they were cool with it before. You just got to please transplant me into the body of a hot Asian chick, so I can just play with all my new toys.
I will say this.
R.I.P.D.
I will say
Right?
this. I will say this. If I'm more brain dead than I am now, to the point where I can't move, breathe, talk, or anything on my own, fucking end it.
Dude, I don't care what you do with me after I die. Like, if I die, you want to take my organs and use them for other people, I give no fucks. Go right ahead.
Honestly,
Because I ain't here no more.
I already know what's gonna happen once I die. I'm gonna be strung up and shit like that. And people are gonna use me fucking stab and shit like that.
No, they're
Out
not
and
going to do
shit.
all that.
Oh yeah.
No, they're not going to do all that.
I'll put in my will that they can.
They're still not going to do that.
Why not?
They're not going to use you as a human test body to fire or to use
No.
implements of destruction.
For the people who either don't like me or I'm
No,
wrong,
they're
or anything
not
like
going to
that,
do that.
They can use me as.
Kayla says if you're brain dead, she's going to use you one last time.
Oh God.
Stem cells find the specific protein and enzymes that cause the
Then
cells to
can
create
she
the
use
organs.
you as a dildo? Or turn something?
There's a reason why she says that she'll use me one more time.
Blow dryers, and curling irons exist for a reason.
Oh God. No!
And on that note,
You're not gonna curl it like it's a fucking pig dick. I'm
Okay.
good.
Oh, we could do Joey and see if, on Friends.
I don't know where this
when he
show
had
is
I don't
going.
know where this is going.
This is
either.
going off the rails in a hurry.
This.
So since we've been making little jokes about YouTube the whole night, let's explain to you why we've been making jokes about YouTube the entire night. Okay, YouTube now has banned gun demo videos. Like if somebody got a hold of, like, say they got a nice done up AR.
Hey, I got this brand new fucking gun. I'm gonna go ahead and test it out and see how it shoots.
I found this AR-15 for $130, and we're gonna go to the range and we're gonna see how this operates. Bam! It didn't fire. I should have wondered for $130. No, but anyway, YouTube has decided to take an official stance on the gun control argument, and now they are starting to take down the videos where people are demonstrating gun usage, which means my favorite videos in the world are going to get taken down, and that's the T-Rex gun videos.
Yes.
Where they're over in the Middle East and they've got this gun in a little shooting range.
It's 130 millimeter. 130 millimeter fucking.
And you
no.
watch. And you watch all these guys from fucking Dubai try to shoot this shit, and they get launched across the room.
No. The T-Rex is a 39 millimeter rifle.
It's a fucking elephant gun with a goddamn pointed bullet instead of a rounded bullet. It's really what it is. It's a fucking elephant
It's
gun.
120 pounds.
Yeah, the bitch. It's a short barreled elephant gun.
Pretty much.
And I fired one before, and it damn near separated my shoulder.
I want one.
It's not a fucking joke.
Granted, each round is like 12 fucking bucks, but.
No, hell no, dude.
Okay, maybe
no,
a
they're
little more.
$27 a piece.
Oh, there you go.
Okay, so you fire 4 rounds out of that bitch, you just dropped a bill on your your
Just
fucking
about.
range day. But I shot one once. That bitch damn near separated my shoulder. But yeah, so YouTube is taking an official stance now. So, if you are out there shooting videos of you at the range shooting, your YouTube, not only are they going to be removing the video, you're going to get one warning. If you do it again, they're going to go ahead and shut your YouTube channel completely down. It's going to go away. And here's the problem with this, right? When the story rolled out, people, of course, that are advocating for gun rights are against it.
Yes.
Also, victims of shootings are against this as well. It's not just the people fighting for gun rights that are against YouTube doing this. But, however, here's my argument to this, and I hate doing this because I'm for everybody owning a gun.
Yeah.
YouTube is a privately owned and operated company.
Absolutely.
Okay? YouTube has the right, by that, to put in any rule or regulation or remove videos or keep videos that it wants to.
Yes.
They can do it at will. They can eliminate our show right now and
Absolutely.
kill our channel.
Google can do the same thing.
Google can do the same damn thing.
So can Facebook.
They're a business. Okay. You do whatever you want, but the problem is, it doesn't exactly work that way. You can't force them to do something they don't want to do. So if they don't want they don't want those on their channel because their belief is they're anti-gun, then guess what? They're gone. There's nothing can be done about it.
Yeah.
And it's well within their rights to do so.
Absolutely.
I don't advocate for them doing it. However, I advocate for them to be able to exercise their rights just like we do.
Absolutely.
They can take it down.
It's the American
So,
way.
just a heads up to any of you that own firearms and like to shoot a little video on YouTube showing you shooting at the range with it, going, hey, look, guys, I bought a brand new handgun. Here's how it shoots. The video is going to disappear. They will send you a warning. If you do it again, they're going to completely shut down your channel.
Yep.
And they're also there is going to be a statement coming out of YouTube soon. All of you that have gun demo videos on your YouTube channels, start taking them down.
Yes.
Because they are going to, once they find them, they're going to eliminate them and give you a warning. Okay? So if you got like 80 of them on there already before this happened, you're going to notice all your gun videos are gone. And then you're going to have a warning in your inbox that says, hey, look, we took these down. They now violate our policy. If you do this again, we will eliminate your channel. So, just to give you a heads up. I'm not happy about it, but however, it is their right to do that as a business.
Absolutely.
It's just like Walmart changing its, Academy saying they're no longer going to sell an AR-15. As a gun rights advocate, I don't see why you can't buy an AR-15 at Academy. They sell other guns. But if they choose not to sell an AR-15, that is well within their rights as a business. So yes. I could be upset that they don't do it. However, it is well within their rights. What about Call of Duty gameplays? Not the same. They're talking about actual physical, real guns, real ranges, shooting weapon.
Like, if I were to go ahead and go into my room, go ahead and pull out my fucking 9mm that I got in the fucking closet, start waving it around right here and be like,
that's not the same. That's not the same.
Yeah. And then go over and be like, hey, let's go ahead and see me fucking shoot these cans off the fucking fence. And see
let's do our YouTube. Let's do our YouTube channel one day out in the backyard. Say we live out in the middle of nowhere. Say we got like a 10-acre property,
BFE, Mississippi.
And we got a little improvised shooting range in the back with a big dirt hill and a target sitting in front of it. And while on the channel, we start shooting the target while we're doing the show.
It can now be removed.
It can now be the show itself can be removed, and then they give us a warning if we do it on our show again. There will be no more Raj and Rich show.
Now, unless if we were to go ahead and do it in the backyard, because we are going to be in Mississippi.
Yes.
Let's say I go ahead and have my gun on me. Gator comes up right on us, and I go ahead and shoot the gator out of self-defense. They can't really do anything, though.
They could. They could still say that you went out there with the gun, you shot the gator, even if it's self-defense, but you ended up doing this.
Yeah.
They still, YouTube can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, it's
a business. They could remove shit tomorrow. Guntube.com for those who aren't offended pansies.
Nice.
And you know what? And not all anti-gun people are pansies. I met anti-gun people that are perfectly fine with other people owning guns. They just won't own a gun, and they don't think that we should have the access to all the guns we do, but they're not advocating for people to lose their guns. Okay? And I met people that are anti-guns that are absolute psychopaths and seriously believe the world should... No, and I know, in Midnight, we've gotten into that discussion on your Facebook page before, where, you don't believe that everybody should lose their guns. You just don't think everybody should be able to own some of the ones they have. It's a difference. There's a big difference between being a psychopath that thinks the world would be a safer place if people, didn't own guns. Well, unfortunately, we live in a country where people don't obey the fucking law.
No.
Okay? Case in point, it's always been illegal to make bombs. And we just had a guy running around Austin blowing fucking people up.
The bastard.
There's no law that we could pass tomorrow that would prevent that guy from being able to do what he did. Because every single component that he probably used was intended use for something else. And he used it to create bombs.
It is empty. I'm sad.
So, that's why we made the joke in the beginning of the show with the boxes. Because it's just a point, is there is no law that could have prevented him from doing that. None.
No.
If you want to do it, you could do it. I mean, you can, if you get good enough with a 3D printer, you can make every single part to a handgun. The only piece of metal you need is the firing pin. Legitimately, the only piece of metal in the entire firearm you need, besides the bullet. And even then, you don't even need that. The only piece of metal you need is a priming cap.
Yes.
Okay, so you need a firing pin and a priming cap. The rest would be 100% plastic, including the bullet.
Yes.
Okay. And...
By the way, Midnight.
See, and you know what? I like that. Kirk Douglas's response to this. Somebody said, give me one reason you need an AR-15. Kirk Douglas's response is on this meme, and he actually did say this. He said this, and I quote, give me one reason why what the fuck I own is any of your fucking business.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me and Midnight have had that discussion before.
Yeah. It is empty, and I'm sad because I just opened it right as soon as I fucking sat down.
Yeah, and so the thing, so, I mean, you can make shit out of anything to kill another human being. If we outlawed everything that could kill somebody, we would literally live in a world with rubber rooms and not a finger on our hands.
because I can kill you
Or
with
teeth.
my fucking finger. I
'Cause
can't
you
get
kill-
a refill. I drink
You kill people with your teeth.
plastic swans.
You can kill people with plastic fucking swans.
Yeah, I can't get a refill. I'm completely
Headless
out of my
plastic
wine.
swans.
All my wine's gone.
Okay, so I mean, and unfortunately, that's the world we live in. So, am I ever going to say that we would be much better? Would we be a much better place if nobody in this world owned a gun? Well, yeah, no shit. But human beings, we'll find another way to kill each other.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You know, wars will still continue until there's no more rocks to beat each other with.
I will fucking pull the fucking eye out of my socket and throw it at you to where it goes down to your fucking mouth and you choke on it.
So there's always a way. There's always a way. So no matter what you do, there's no law you're going to pass that's going to keep everybody safe.
Beat your kids, save a life.
There you go. That's the thing. So, but I mean, that's our. Oh, by the way, as a follow-up story for the Florida school shooting, because we did say we would breeze over this.
Yes.
The brother of the school shooter decided he was going to show up on the school campus. Rode a skateboard through the property. Was arrested for trespassing. He was originally a student at that school. Was kicked out of the property, and showed the fuck back up. Do you want to talk about too soon, bro?
Way too fucking soon.
There was another one that did something stupid down there. That whole family is fucking
There
Their whole
They entered the school and they had knives in their bras.
Oh yeah, they found out that kids are going to that school with knives in their bras and shit. We're finding out as we go along that school isn't as safe as they claimed it was.
No.
The media said that was one of the safest schools in the country. They're finding out that no, it wasn't. That now this school looks like a war zone with pretty paint on the front of it is what it looks like. You know, so that place is a fucking disaster, and this guy evidently, not saying that he did it the right way, but evidently he brought some attention to how fucked up this school really is.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, it cost the lives of 17 people.
It really did.
You know, and that's unfortunate, and I hope the guy does get the death penalty. I'm not gonna lie.
He most likely won't.
He won't. They'll rule that he's insane.
Yeah.
He'll be free in 15 years.
Because he's a minority.
But he's not.
But he's not.
He's a white guy.
He is.
You know, but you know, he's a terrorist.
We'll just call him Mike.
Yeah, he's a fucking terrorist. You know, but the thing is you know, they'll plead insanity. He'll be out in 15 fucking years.
Oh yeah.
But that whole family, something's fucking wrong with them. You know, because the brother that was arrested for trespassing has a fucking rap sheet a mile and a half long.
That he does. Isn't he like 18 or something? Or 19? 19.
19 years old.
19
He's got
years
a rap
old.
sheet a fucking mile and a half long. He'd been kicked out of fucking places left and right. So that fucking family, there's some issues going on there. But anyway, folks, we have done this for 2 fucking hours tonight.
Yeah.
And
There is one more thing, though.
what?
Well, 2 more things, technically. So the first one, apparently the whole Russian collusion thing is now a topic.
It's been a topic for months, and it's
Yeah.
going fucking nowhere, and I wish it would stop.
But
You're not gonna kick Donald Trump out of fucking office
Yeah,
before the election
but-
happens again.
But the thing
It's
is,
not.
it's
Just vote him the fuck out like everybody else.
It's gathered more steam because Trump took to Twitter and he congratulated Putin on winning the election.
Well, a rigged election.
But he said, "Great job, Putin." That's all he said. And everybody's like, "Oh, well, he's siding with the Russians." Blah 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 blah.
Listen, folks, the media has made it a point since day one, since Trump got elected, to get rid of him. Okay, we can all admit this. The media has done everything in its fucking power to eliminate the man, and nothing sticks. I mean, the nickname the Teflon President is fucking perfect because nothing sticks. Everything they throw at him bounces right off. Okay. We only got a year and a half. In another year, we're going to be inundated with presidential campaign shit. Okay, just realize, you know. So the thing is, okay, you're not going to get him out of office before his first term ends.
No, you're not.
It's not going to happen unless he seriously.
Oh yeah.
Okay, hold on to that.
Yeah.
You know, so the thing is you know what? Just fucking suck it up, Buttercup, and vote for the next guy.
Yes.
Okay? Seriously, we're at that point. I'm tired of the Russian collusion story. Every single person that's been involved with the investigation through the Department of Justice, every time they make an announcement about it, they have reiterated There was no collusion between Russia and the Trump administration.
But they keep trying to fucking push the shit.
But the media,
fucking ridiculous.
The media and the Dems are not happy with that, so they keep pushing them back into an investigation. Do you guys understand that this investigation costs the U.S. taxpayer several $100 million now?
Jesus.
300. The last time I heard it was like at $330 million is what they've spent on this investigation. That's your fucking money going out the window, people. Not their money. You know, your money. Money out of your own fucking pocket is going to this shit, and the media and the left are driving this.
Yes.
You know, so the media is allowing this to happen. Keeps pushing this to happen. $300 million. How many people are in this chat room right now can figure out a hell of a lot of better things to do with $300 fucking million than this shit? And let's just say not for your own gain. Shit you could do to make this place a better place.
Yes.
With $300 million. And they've already proven it was like 20,000 fucking fake Facebook profiles is what did this shit. Okay? Just ask Mount Moria. It doesn't cost that much to make a castle. They live in one.
Right. I've been there.
I've been there. But the thing is, you know, $300 fucking million for an investigation into Russian fake Facebook profiles and Twitter accounts.
You're basic.
You know, stop. Just end it. It's over. You didn't get him. Suck it up, Buttercup, and move on. You know, find other shit. Just saying.
Lick a toad in the party zone.
But I'm sick and tired of the Russian collusion bullshit. Every time anybody says anything about it, it's a fucking Russian collusion.
Yeah, fucking Russian collusion.
Yeah, I got some Russian collusion right here down below the belt.
By the way, I just received a photo of one of our watchers actually viewing us on the big screen.
Fuck yeah! Not quite HD, but I do like the wine bottle. Who sent that?
That would actually be Kayla.
Kayla is sitting there with a bottle of wine watching us on the show.
Yes.
There you go. Are there any new candidates possibly running? Yes, there is.
Chuck Norris.
Oh, Chuck Norris wins. Chuck Norris runs. We're not even going to call it running. Chuck Norris wins. No, the Republicans are even putting up people to run against Donald Trump. It'll be one of the few times that the party has actually put up people to run against the incumbent.
Yes.
Because usually whoever that is, they're the representative of the incumbent. Okay, the party, that's their guy.
Yeah.
Well, no, the Republicans are already talking about it. Ted Cruz is even talking about running again.
Honestly, you know, I think Ted Cruz would actually do a pretty decent job. But I don't think we should get into fucking politics.
No,
right
we
now.
shouldn't, because we could be here all night.
We
don't
would.
want to be here all night.
We really would. It's already
no
almost
more
fucking
celebrities.
midnight.
We need to stop them from. Yeah, because fucking Kanye West is running.
Oh, fuck.
You know, Kanye West said he was going to run. He made the announcement at one of his concerts that he was running for president in 2020.
No, fuck that.
No, hell no. We ain't Kanye. No, I ain't want no fuck Kanye West running in this country. Not saying he probably ain't a cool person in real life.
Especially when you needed $70 million just 6 years ago.
Yeah, and
right,
and not to mention the fact I don't want to. You know, no, just no. No. I've read that man's shit. No. So did Ron Perlman. You know, if Ron Perlman, if they did, he was the one. He was in
Hellboy.
But wasn't Ron was also what's the Pacific Rim.
Yes.
Yeah, if it's that character running for office, then I'm for it. I would not mind that whatsoever.
Right.
I'd be okay with that. Anyways, Sherry found another story. Lake Wales, 16-year-old allegedly beats friend to death with a baseball bat over a girl.
Thinking about Jesse's girl.
Yeah.
I swear it is.
Yeah, so
What happened?
motherfuckers are beating each other with baseball bats over chicks. Like,
Meeting in woods, smoking pot.
Yeah.
oh, let's not talk about how somebody smoking pot just beat somebody to death with a baseball
No,
bat, because
no,
that
no.
gives the anti-pot people a fucking
No, they met in the
More
woods, and
ammo.
That's what they said.
somebody got a hold of some bad shit.
Right. Must have
With
been
a metal
indica.
one, not a wood one. So
Oh,
Or
they
sativa.
used a fucking aluminum baseball
and
bat.
he said he hit him 9 times.
Stacy's mom
Got it going on. Oh. All right, look, we're
Yeah.
15 minutes from midnight. I think we've
Yes.
done enough.
Now, there is one more thing that we do need to cover.
What's that?
So right now we are currently at,
Oh, yes,
I believe,
yes, we do.
73 subscribers.
We are at 73 subscribers, which means we are a few away. Well, no, actually, we're higher now because
No, we're at 73.
we're at 73 subscribers right now, which means we are right around the corner from 100.
Yes. So right now we're looking at, I see 75 on my side.
Yes.
Okay, so we're at 75
We
subscribers.
have 25 to go.
25
And
more
even
to
though
go.
we're going to Mississippi, this contest is still rolling.
What?
Oh, yeah, you got to cover your proposal. You proposed to Kaylee. There was a lot of, there was some drinking involved, and
You mean right now? Granted, I did just
I have 183 on my channel. Well, thanks for rubbing in. You have more subscribers than us, Midnight.
Granted, I did just drink a bottle of fucking wine in like fucking 10 minutes, but
You did pound the shit out of that bottle.
well, I like that wine.
Read it.
I'm actually a little fucking buzzed right now. It's pretty nice. Finally.
Unsubbed. Fuck. Angel.
You know what? Fine, Angel. Don't care. You're basic. Beat your kids, save a life.
Hashtag.
Anyways, we're at 75 subscribers right now. And of course my dog is whining because he really wants this other 25.
He does. He wants the 25 so bad he's whining about it.
So, as soon as we go ahead and hit 100 subscribers,
Yes, 100.
not only will we be able to go ahead and get a personalized URL, so you can go ahead and Google youtube.com/RNR Rajanrich.
Yeah, instead of that /YouTube blah 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 blah
Blah, 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 77, blah, blah, blah,
Yes.
blah, fucking
hashtag
Underscore,
fucking exclamation mark
fucking
fucking
gamma,
It,
fucking...
it looks like the old cartoons when they replaced a cuss word.
Yes. And on top of that, once we go ahead and hit 100 subscribers, we're going to go ahead and do a drawing
We are
for a brand new Toyota.
a brand new toy Yoda.
Yes.
Yes, we're giving one away. Yes, we're covering the taxes on it, not you. So you're good.
Yes.
You're good. You don't have to worry about it. This ain't like fucking Oprah Winfrey.
And we will make sure that if we are not close to you, we'll make sure that it gets to you in some way, shape, or form.
Yes. Okay, and we will get it to you, and you must take a photograph of yourself with it so we can post it on the page.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes. Yes. Yes.
There you go. So that's it, ladies and gentlemen. This is it. We're done.
Hold on.
We're not done yet. We're
Just
not done.
in case you're wondering why we did the whole yes thing, that's because one of the greatest wrestlers of his time, Daniel Bryan,
The vegan.
has finally been cleared to go ahead and go back into in-ring combat for the WWE, baby.
That's right, folks, and we may see him at WrestleMania.
Well, you kind of missed it because you fell asleep during
I did. I
SmackDown.
passed the fuck out.
But he actually got into a fight with Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens.
I don't doubt it.
No, he did. But even though he got his ass whooped, he put up one hell of a fucking fight.
Yes,
Did he?
did.
He did. We'll go ahead and
Great.
watch it right after this.
All right, cool. So anyway, ladies and gentlemen, all jokes aside, let me say this before we depart. It has been a blast since October doing a show here in Texas. Not gonna lie. Okay, shut up. All right, it has been a blast doing it in October, and real life has caused it to where we have to move.
And we've had a lot of great faces.
And I will say that we're not ending the show whatsoever, but we're going to be doing it from a different venue. So
it might take some time for us to go ahead and get back up.
We may be off the air for like 2 weeks or so until we can get ourselves back up and get everything plugged in and stuff like that. Don't worry, we'll keep you updated on Facebook and YouTube. Do a little cell phone video real quick to say, hey, we're still out here. We're getting everything set up, and we'll be going live. Sometime soon.
Because when we get to the new house, of course, I have to do a puja. I have to go ahead and get everything ready for the house.
Angel, there are no parks where we're going, so I will be starting another brand new AmpGuard park, which means that will be 8 parks I've created in my career.
And not only that, but it's also looking like I will be helping him co-sign the contract and helping him start that park up too.
There you go.
So there is a chance to where I might be returning to AmpGuard. But we don't know yet.
Yes. So Raj is going. You know, of course I'm going. Raquel's going. Rawl is going. My little one.
Yes.
And then Sherry, our new station, our new news contributor.
Yes, our new
Which,
contributor.
if she pop her head in for a second, because people hear her voice all the fucking time, and have no idea who the fuck's over here talking. Okay, you're almost there, almost there. The camera's over here. So
There she is.
there she is. There's Sherry, folks.
She's one of our contributors.
She's one of our news contributors to the show. Anyway, so we'll all be going, and you know, eventually though the plan is to come back to Texas. At some point down the road, we'll come back.
Yes, Texas is losing some good people. It's losing Rich. It's losing Kelly. It's losing Raw.
And him.
Not really.
Shut the fuck up, and you.
But I'm not an amp guard anymore, so I don't count.
You know, Texas. You know, but still, you're still a good person. You're still a good human being. So shut the fuck up. Okay.
Some people would actually.
All right. So anyway, so you know, it's been fun doing the show here in Texas. I will tell you, since October, it's been a wild ride.
A nice week that I've
You
been
know.
here.
You know,
all roads do not lead back to Texas.
sometimes it lead to Vermont and Oregon, and those two places you don't want to go.
Canada.
Apparently, I'm gonna get kidnapped.
Okay. Well, cool.
But you can't kidnap me. You better fucking cake nap
You
me
can't
because I'll
technic-
run with cake.
You technically can't kidnap the willing.
No, you can't.
You know, so, but the thing is like I said, though, folks, being here in Texas has been fun. It's been a lot of fun, but real life takes us in other locations and other situations.
Yes.
And we roll with it as we go. And like I said, it's going to take a little while.
It's called being an adult.
You know, it's going to take a little while for us to get our show back up. So we're just letting you guys know the show's not ending. It's just, it's going to be on, it's going to have a break.
It's gonna be on a hiatus until further notice.
Remind
not
them
until
that
further
you might
notice.
Have one on Friday or Saturday, right?
You know, not to mention the fact if we are
That's
still,
not a show.
if we're still here Saturday, not leaving until Monday morning, like I want to leave, then we're going to do a live video feed, which is going to encompass the Raj and Rich show, Yamish Presents, all that shit, all rolled into basically what we're doing as a party. And if you want to come by the house, if we are doing this, we're going to have the feed up. We're going to be doing, and we're just going to have people bullshitting about the show and everything else, and it's going to be fun time. So anything, nothing is off limits as usual, because that's our rule.
Except for me, I'm off limits.
You know, not according.
I'm off limits.
According to Kayla, yes, you are. You are off limits.
Wait, what?
You're supposedly engaged to her now.
What? When the fuck did this happen?
Uh-oh.
Oh!
Kayla sent me another one. Hey, this time I got
I
the
haven't
notification.
made any proposals. Not yet.
Girls can make proposals too.
Yeah, but she didn't propose.
He has sent me a photograph.
Nobody will ever propose to me. I am not good enough.
Woke folks added a new photo. There is now the urine test on mentally disturbed or terrorist. That's skin color.
I'm a terrorist, apparently.
Yeah, you're a terrorist.
I'm a terrorist.
Okay, so there you go. Yeah, skin color. So there you go. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, so we're ending this show tonight.
Yes.
Where, you know, like
Oh my
I said,
God.
What?
Raja, Colin, and Darian, will you marry me? Oh my God.
The whole name?
Wait.
That-
She's talking to my dad, because my dad is Raja Cholanithian, and then I'm Junior, so. Woo!
No,
No.
it counts.
No.
Yes, you're not junior.
She just asked you. She just asked you to marry her.
And it says
Fuck.
whatever now.
It says hashtag Kayla wins. I'll give you that. You just gotta.
Why would anybody want to marry me? I'm a piece of shit.
Shut up. No, you're not.
Keep putting your foot deeper and deeper in your mouth. You know, you're like, oh no.
Beat your kids, Kayla wins. Beat your kids, marry Rizzo.
What?
So yeah. Anyway.
I'm buzzed.
So, folks,
From the Raj and Rich Show, I'm Raj.
I'm Rich, and
That's gonna do it.
that's going to do it for the show tonight. We'll see you guys in a couple weeks when we have the show back up and running in the armpit of the United States of America. That would be Mississippi.
No, that's long.
That's Texas.
No, Texas is not the armpit. Oregon is like literally the butthole of the United States.
No, that's.
Oregon's horrible. Even she admits she lived by there. She's like, "Fuck
Yeah.
no, that place is horrible."
All right, y'all.
So we'll see you. Have yourselves a good night. take care. If we're doing the show, if we're doing this live feed Saturday,
We'll let you
we'll
know.
let you guys know. Otherwise, if not, that means we'll see you in a couple weeks. So, folks, take care. And in the words of one of my favorite movies of all time, and one of my favorite Keanu Reeves movies of all time, be excellent to each other and party on, dudes. Good night. We'll see you.